Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
If you're driving a car or truck with an expired warranty and suddenly lost your transmission or needed a full engine repair, would a $4,000 repair bill leave you stranded? I'm Danica Patrick. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Choose the company I trust. Endurance. No matter the mileage, if your vehicle is less than 20 years old, Endurance offers comprehensive auto protection plans for any budget. Protection on the drivetrain, electrical, transmission, AC, and more. Plus, benefits like 24/7 roadside assistance and rental car reimbursement on any plan. Endurance handles everything, from making the claim, through the repair process, to paying the certified mechanic of your choice. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Act now and get 1 full year of elite benefits. A $2,000 value, free.
Visit EnduranceWarranty.com for your fast free quote today. That's EnduranceWarranty.com.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
If you're driving a car or truck with an expired warranty and suddenly lost your transmission or needed a full engine repair, would a $4,000 repair bill leave you stranded? I'm Danica Patrick. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Choose the company I trust. Endurance. No matter the mileage, if your vehicle is less than 20 years old, Endurance offers comprehensive auto protection plans for any budget. Protection on the drivetrain, electrical, transmission, AC, and more. Plus, benefits like 24/7 roadside assistance and rental car reimbursement on any plan. Endurance handles everything, from making the claim, through the repair process, to paying the certified mechanic of your choice. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Act now and get 1 full year of elite benefits. A $2,000 value, free.
Visit EnduranceWarranty.com for your fast free quote today. That's EnduranceWarranty.com.
This is a podcast from Minute Media.
Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, kiddies. This is yours duly, John Kassir, the voice of The Crypt Keeper. And you're listening to Slasher Radio.
Welcome to Slasher Radio. My name is Mikey Bones, and as always, we are joined with Kat Valor and Robert Humphrey. What's going on, guys? We are still in Murder Madness mode.
Yeah, it's a whole goddamn mood, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I started catching flack this week. This is the first week I really got any flack from people.
Yeah, dude, we did some things last week.
Mm-hmm.
This is the problem here. Some shit went down. Big names gone. We might start getting like death threats soon, you know? I wouldn't be shocked. I feel like we kind of do get them already, sort of in a way.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of threats coming our way for the show.
This is fucking not good, man. Not good. But yeah, we just wrapped up round 2 last week. We are gonna dive into round 3 shortly.
We're here in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, we are. Damn, I didn't see. I'm not into like actual March Madness. Like, I'm not really, I don't follow it at all.
Oh,
yeah. So, very disappointing, I know. But
Rob's just here, like throwing out actual terminology, and you and I are just here, like nodding, like, yeah, Sweet 16. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
It's one of the very few sports I do not follow, but
yeah. So what that means is the people that win tonight move on to the Elite 8.
Right.
All right.
You go.
All right. So we're gonna get into round 3 shortly. Now is the time where we started getting like Rob said, we're starting to catch a lot of shit. Kat actually caught a decent amount of shit. I wanted to bring
I'm glad. I think Kat doesn't catch nearly enough shit for the stuff she says on this show.
You've said that several times.
I know, it's always true.
Yeah. You really, really stand by that one, huh?
Yeah, I mean it.
Clearly.
Everybody blow Cat up.
Poor Cat.
Don't. I'll ignore you.
She really will. She does to us all the time. Like, just says fucking. A tweet from EyeRChris I wanted to bring up and see what Kat thinks about this publicly, even though.
I can't wait for you to hear what I have to say about this publicly. Yeah,
she kind of really shut this shit down because I was teasing her about it in our little group chat, and I was like, oh, look at this. And she really hit the kill switch on it, to say the least. And anyway, Chris's tweet reads, where to go hear this? He was complaining about, there was a two-parter, I can't find the other one. He was complaining about Kat getting her vote in early so she didn't have to tie break anything. And Chris was kind of poking at that. And he said every time she slips up or cheats the vote, she loses her vote, and the Patreon chosen at random gets her pick for good or for bad.
Yeah.
So a couple things to say about that. First, it started, he called me a coward for not wanting to tie break anymore in the original tweet. And the premise was that I will always vote last moving forward. And first of all, I want to point out that Mikey changed his vote he talked me in to voting for Clarice Starling last week, and then changed his vote so that people wouldn't be mad at him for voting for Clarice against Ash after Rob and I made that decision. So if anyone needs to be called out for their behavior last week, I don't think it's me.
Wow.
I was playing within the rules last week.
I agree 100%, and also think that everyone should call out Mikey on everything.
Two sides against the middle, son of a bitch, you. Wow.
That being said, if you guys want me tie breaking exclusively, you are going to regret it.
Here, listen. Also, just logistically, this doesn't work. This idea of giving the Patreon your pick, that doesn't work. That blows the whole show up. How the hell are we going to do that?
That was going to be my final thing, is like, I will, and I say this every year because I don't like doing the brackets. I am more than happy to step down during bracket season and let Greg have my place on the show.
That ain't gonna happen.
Not a random patron, Greg.
You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna come back after the brackets are over, Kat, to a show that's hosted by just Greg.
By her and Greg.
It's just gonna be you and Greg, because I will be out.
Could you imagine? Yeah, that's true. First of all, actually, I mean, I believe what I did, because I made the argument, damn it, for a very difficult choice. I used a tiny little clause in what we did. I mean, hey, man, that's where my vote went. The right thing was done. I washed my hands with it, and I found a little loophole. But Kat's punishment truly is doing the bracket.
Yeah.
And I will say this: I think you're both cowards. Because I just state I just go after it, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm not hiding from these people.
He's got a point.
No, Rob backed down for something recently, and I can't remember
what I backed down on. I might have been convinced to change my vote from one thing to another. That will happen.
No, it wasn't on the show.
Oh. I don't know, then. Yeah, in real life, I'm a coward. What are you talking about?
No, it was on Twitter. He did something where I'll remember it as we go. I'm sure he did something,
but yeah, look, all right. If it was on Twitter and it was somebody bitching at me about something, chances are I tried to just pass the buck because I didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was right now on top of my head. But damn it, man, I found a loophole, Kat. You can't get mad at me for that. That's innovative. I mean, come on. That's like in basketball when they beam the ball at somebody's ankle when they got them in the corner, it goes out of bounds. Like, oh, well, it went out on you. Huh? But yeah, I mean, we're kind of fucked because if we make Kat just be the tiebreaker, this is going to be a very weird bracket.
Yep.
So, I mean, do we really want that, Chris?
It's not going to be as much of an issue because we are, as Rob has taught us today, we're in the Sweet 16. I have stronger opinions
great.
about these.
Nice.
Yeah. For the most part, I don't remember all the matchups. I don't have them in front of me right now, but I was looking over them last week, and it's like there are a few that's still like, what, why?
Yeah, no, I've really been studying them too.
No, you haven't.
No, I don't even know. I don't know what any of them are. Are we going to address Greg's tweet?
I didn't get around to. Yeah, I guess we might as well.
Well, he has a list of complaints.
Yeah, I have that one up if you need it.
Yeah, I think we all do. He tweeted it, retweeted it, fucking to my notification 3 times.
Yeah. And I told you I jumped on his TikTok earlier because he went live, and he brought it up, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go. Look at that.
Darth Gregor, I believe, right?
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
It's a fun thing. When he does his live stuff, it's a lot of fun.
Right.
So yeah.
Except when you're getting yelled at.
Yeah. Except when but to be honest, every time I get on there, he's yelling at me about something.
Which is usually good.
So
I'll admit.
Anyway, he thinks that if McCready has a flamethrower, then Cecilia would have the suit, and that she suffered a lot more trauma than Sarah did, and so we should have picked her over Sarah.
That's.
Didn't I pick her over Sarah? Wait a minute.
You might have.
I think I did.
This isn't a trauma contest, though. Like it's not the way it goes. Because I mean, then Jennifer Aniston would have won because, I can only imagine the trauma being the most beautiful woman alive.
And getting mud on your LA gears.
Did you imagine?
And then he says that Ash had to deal with deadites and Clarice Starling dealt with a human, which is a fair enough point.
It's a fair enough point, I think.
But I do still think that Clarice would get Ash because Ash would fuck up.
It's just that Ash deals with them by failing upwards.
Right,
which...
and then his last comment is just fucking Laurie Strode overrated. I mean, I can't do anything with that. I mean, there's just it's like he has a mental defect. And you can't help anybody like that.
Yeah, Greg, I love you to death, man. You're being a little biased on that one, man. Look who you're talking to, man. I love Sydney. It's just arguably her franchise might have taken the crown from my top franchise.
Which is ridiculous, but okay.
I don't know. I'm up in the air still, and you stop it. It's not ridiculous.
And I solidly know what my favorite franchise is.
No, you don't. But, man, Laurie, look at what Laurie's put in front of us. And the back end of her time with the Halloween franchise, man. I don't think head-to-head Sydney's going to take it. And even, by the way, even with that suit, stupid fucking suit, stab a pen in it, and you're not invisible anymore. It's done. So, yeah.
I'd still say you underrate the suit.
It's stupid.
But I think that the Descent lady is much tougher than the Invisible Man lady. So
yes.
I can't remember any of their names.
The invisible suit is no longer invisible under many circumstances. So, yeah. In fact, in the movie, wasn't it like the first real fight it got into, or second, or something? Like it was just undone. And
it's a prototype.
Oh, still.
Yeah, she stabbed it in the shower thing.
It's not going to be upgraded in this. It's still prototype.
Suit is awesome.
Anyway, yeah, that's Greg. Yeah. Camp Springwood on Twitter at Darth Gregor.
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. Man, like seriously though, kudos to Greg. I hate to give him credit because he's Greg, but like Greg is the last person I'd ever imagine embracing TikTok, let alone being on it.
I know. When I heard he was on TikTok, I thought it was a joke.
Me too.
Like I thought somebody was. I thought you got. I don't remember who told me. I don't remember if it was him or you or somebody told me, and I thought, no, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. He ain't on TikTok,
but he's working it on there, man.
Yeah. He does a good job.
It was a great job. Yeah, and it's just very strange. And we were talking before we got on here about you'd catch the Easter egg if you sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/radio.
If you're not a cheap bastard.
Yes. Who's not a cheap bastard is Nate.
Nate Dogg.
Sign back up, back to member of the Patreon. Appreciate
all right, Nate.
much.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Congratulations on being a winner in life.
I don't know how to follow that, but yeah. So we were talking about having Amber on for the Texas Chainsaw 2022 episode after this is all said and done. Greg's gonna be lurking, man.
Oh, he is. He is.
I think the terms and conditions of her appearance on this show would have to be like Greg needs to be confined somewhere. Is that fair or no?
I don't know. I don't know if we can make kidnapping and holding hostage a term of being on the show, but we'll see what we can do.
I don't think we'd be legally liable as long as we're not the ones doing the kidnapping,
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Well, I'll help her
check
do
with
it.
our legal team.
I'll help her do it. Yeah,
but that's going to be an issue.
But no, she doesn't even need to kidnap him. I mean, he's already there. You're just not letting him leave.
Yeah, but when you don't let somebody leave, you know what that's called?
What?
Kidnapping.
Oh, fuck. Really? Yeah. I thought that was when you move somebody like more than 3 feet against their will or something.
No. If you don't let somebody leave, it's considered kidnapping.
Isn't that the law?
I kidnapped him, officer, but I only moved him 2 feet.
I only moved him 2.5 feet, so he's full of shit, officer. I didn't kidnap him. I thought that was the law or something. It's like whatever it was, a certain distance is. I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not the law at all.
So.
You really need a legal department on this show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm pretty sure that's not the law.
Legal definition of kidnapping. Let's see this. It's very educational to anybody who's listening right now and you're thinking about kidnapping somebody.
Yeah.
Which we don't condone, but if you're going to do it,
you should be prepared with all the legal knowledge.
Know what you're up against.
Uh-huh.
Know the potential charges.
A crime at common law consisting of an unlawful restraint. Okay. Restraint of a person's liberty by force or show of force. Okay. So as to send the victim into another country?
What? No, that's not right.
Under modern law, this crime will usually be found. This is ridiculous. So what is kidnapping really now? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. You have to get on a legal forum, ask them, and then report back to us.
Yeah.
Nope. Here's the thing. It's a verb. Take someone away illegally by force, typically to obtain a ransom.
Okay.
That doesn't sound correct either.
I don't know.
Because I know for a fact you do not have to take someone anywhere to be charged with kidnapping.
How do you know this for a fact? Now I'm scared.
Listen.
This comes from a judge, damn it.
Yeah, listen. Various legal professionals have told me.
Holy shit. What's going on? What is this show anymore?
I have no idea.
Defining kidnapping.
I can't wait to see the law YouTube review us where it's like lawyer react slasher radio.
We should get Larry Zerner.
Don't know what kidnapping is.
Yeah. Send an email to Larry Zerner. Hey, we need somebody to define kidnapping. Can you come on?
Come on the show, define kidnapping real quick. If he's any type of professional, his first response is gonna be like, "Why? What are we trying to kidnap me? Like, what are we doing?"
I don't think this is a discussion I want recorded.
Can you imagine like calling some kind of ransom? Like, hey, I got Larry Zerner in my trunk right now. The kid from Friday the 13th, yes, in my trunk now. Oh, fuck me. All right. Do you guys want to get into the news and then we can move forward with this shit?
Yeah.
It's time to hump the news with Rob Humphrey.
He's not a genius.
Rob Zombie shares new photos of the Munsters reboot cast. Rob.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm going to send this to you guys on Twitter.
Oh, great. Okay, yeah, why don't you send it over?
His two favorite things, getting Twitter links and Rob Zombie pictures.
Well, fuck me. I don't even think this damn post works. I don't see. Look, and this is by John Squires. If this doesn't work, John.
I see it.
You do? Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about the top one. There should be one below.
Yeah, I see it. It's from Rob Zombie's Instagram.
Don't work for me. Did they block me from it? What the fuck's going on?
Bloody Disgusting blocked specifically their second tier images.
Son of a bitch.
Did you get blocked from Rob? Did Rob Zombie block you on Instagram?
Could you imagine? That'd be heartbreaking. And I'm the one that defends him. Some shit. All right, so I can't see it over here. What do you think, Rob?
I mean, all right, so let's see. So the photo is kind of weird because it's like them and they're getting makeup put on or something. But Herman looks good.
Okay.
The wife looks good. I can't remember what's her name, Lily or something.
Lily, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still think Grandpa looks weird.
Yeah.
He looks like the one who's going to hillbilly it up. But I don't know how much hillbillying up he's going to do because it's rated PG. So I don't know what to expect from this movie, to be honest with you. But I mean, honestly, it looks good. Again, another black and white picture. I still don't. Is this going to be a black and white movie? Because all of the pictures have been black and white.
Not all of them, but most of them.
I would not expect it to be a black and white movie.
I think remember the one in the basement that you got worried about because had all that shit in the background. I don't think that was. Black and white.
You're right. That may have been in color.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know either. But anyway, we'll see. But yeah, so 2 out of the 3 characters look good, and the one looks dull.
Kat, do you care about this?
No, I'm gonna enjoy it. It can be good or bad. I'm gonna have a fun time with it, I think.
Yeah, me too. Right? Yeah. Nothing says good time like Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie. All right. Next up is The Walking Dead final episode. They wrapped. Where the hell's the date? This article was posted 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about right too. So we're recording right now on the 3rd.
So that would have been on April Fool's Day.
Probably, I think it is. Oh no, it's the 31st. Walking Dead.
Okay.
At T Walking D World. That you might want to rethink that handle. But anyway, so they tweeted it out. Apparently on the 31st of March, they wrapped the final episode filming of The Walking Dead.
All right.
Because you know what's fucked up too? This like little stretch they just went on with episodes is not the last episodes.
Oh, really?
I found that out recently. Apparently, they broke up this last season into several parts.
Nice.
So it's going to stretch until like October, where a new season would begin, and they stretched it out. You know, like I'll admit, let it go.
Yeah.
You know, because I tried watching Walking Dead. I haven't really watched Walking Dead since Rick was no longer on the show. Spoiler. I tried watching it recently, and it's still it's not that it's bad. It's just nowhere near what it was, and it's just time to let it go.
I can't even imagine it being worse than what it was at the beginning.
You are wrong. Kat, where are you at with your Walking Dead? You had to watch all of it, right?
Yeah, Kat's making me mad when she was doing that.
Had to. I'm in the last season.
You're enjoying it way too much, Kat.
There's crazy stuff that happens in it.
Mm-hmm. How many years has that been on?
12 years.
Yeah.
12 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. And in that 12 years, like 3 crazy, interesting things happened, probably.
No.
Listen, I don't care. I liked those 3 crazy, interesting things.
And for the rest
and
of
I
the time,
got paid
nothing
for
happened.
all the rest of it, so.
I mean, damn it, Rob. Can you at least give it like that's a run, man.
Mm-hmm.
The ratings it's achieved in that run have been historic.
Right. It's had a good run. People like it. It's fine. It just sucks. That's all.
Very, very redeeming.
Also, to go from actual factual news to like random shit I heard. Does I can't talk anymore. Does Norman Reedus have a book coming out this year?
Probably.
I had read that he was doing something.
I thought he was doing a picture book. Isn't he the guy who did like the picture book?
Oh,
Yes.
is he? Is that him?
He did that. I actually got that for Grandma Bones for Christmas. Not this last year, the year before, I believe. He did do that. I don't know if he's doing another one.
He has a novel coming out, it looks like. This is from... Oh, wait. Shit, this is kind of old. This is from December, though. It's called The Ravaged. I don't see a release date for it, though. Oh, April 5th.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So it's like coming out soon.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yep. So it's a novel. It's described as a fast-paced, up-in-your-face story about 3 different people on personal quests with eerily parallel outcomes.
Oh.
Sounds terrible.
But
no. What?
You're just gonna hate on everything now.
I'll see the movie.
What if it's directed by Rob Zombie?
All right. Yeah. So Walking Dead is stretching it out a little, even for me to defend at this point.
Shows do that. Like Ozark is in its last season, and they've decided to break it up into 2.
Yeah, like
stupid. Just give me the damn show. What are you doing?
But Walking Dead's been doing this.
Yeah.
You know, like even you were joking, like, oh, it's never gonna end. It's like it seriously feels like it's never gonna fucking end.
Yeah.
And there's also rumors, like I think Daryl and Carol got their own spinoff. I know. Go ahead.
I love it. Daryl and Carol. Reminds me of the old Newhart show. My brother Daryl, my other brother Daryl.
There's also another, like I think another 2 are rumored to be getting a spinoff. Like if they're getting spinoffs that are in the Walking Dead world, why aren't you just continuing to make the Walking Dead? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's one of those like Game of Thrones things where the writers, the showrunners are just like, fuck it, no, we're done. And they're like, we'll give you more time, we'll give you more episodes, you can have whatever you want. And they're just like, fuck it, no. Do 8 million spin-offs, but I'm not gonna be there for it.
That's another series that's pissing me off, because apparently they're doing like the movie now. That's the prequel. But
yeah,
the prequel, like from what I remembered, the prequel was supposed to be a prequel so that they could get everybody in it, since so many people died. And apparently nobody from the show is going to be in it. It's like, what are you doing here? What? No. Why are you doing that? Stupid.
They're making a movie of what?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, no, I ain't going to watch that.
No.
But movies based on TV shows are never good. That's my theory.
Wait. Serenity.
Didn't see it, so I don't know.
Okay.
But my like Entourage, that movie sucked.
Well, the show also sucked though, so.
All right. Next up, Scream 6 will be released about a year from right now.
Yep.
It was given a release date of March 31st, 2022.
Yeah. Good old 6 Cream coming out in a year.
Not 6 Cream.
5 Cream 2 then.
Yeah, it's 5 Cream 2. Come on.
You gotta just ruin everything that I enjoy talking about.
I'm not ruining it. We had the writers on the show. They vouched for the fact that it was called 5 Cream. So this one's either got to be 6 Cream or 5 Cream Part 2.
You really love bringing that shit up, don't you?
I do.
They really need to sell 5 Cream 2 t-shirts.
Son of a bitch. Speaking of Ghostface, Among Us, which is a game that I'm really tired of hearing about. Apparently there's going to be a Ghostface skin that is available on April 5th, it looks like.
Among Us. Is that the one where somebody tries to, like 2 people try to sabotage the team or whatever?
Yes, I believe so. I've never played it.
You've got the imposter and...
Yeah, I never played it either. It looks kind of fun though.
Yeah.
But I would only want to play if I could always be the imposter. And I think always being the imposter defeats the purpose of playing the game, because people aren't supposed to know that you're the imposter. So
I could see Rob getting kicked out of round 1 a lot, where everyone's just like, Rob's always the imposter.
Yeah. The game would just be kick Rob out.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me that doesn't sound like a fun game.
Yeah, I'll say kick Rob out all day long. Yeah.
But yeah, because like you get to kill the other people and stuff. That looks like fun.
It looks like March 31st. Another March 31st. March 31st is when this Ghostface thing is happening on Among Us. So if you're 12 years old and you play Among Us, go get you some Ghostface stuff.
Sometimes I watch people play Among Us though on Twitch.
What's wrong with you?
I haven't done it in a long time. I don't know if they're still doing it actually, but a lot of AEW wrestlers would get together and play it together. So that was kind of fun.
Out of all the things, Rob, you know, I get on Twitch every now and then, and I stream some high level Friday the 13th gaming, man. Like,
sometimes I watch you.
It's very rare you'll come across people playing as well as me and let it hang.
Sometimes I watch you guys.
But
I have there are a handful of things I watch like regularly on Twitch. One of them is the AEW. If they're playing Among Us, then I'll watch that, but they haven't done it in a while. And the other one is there's a drag queen that has a channel where she watches Mexican wrestling, and I love that.
Okay.
That sounds amazing. Yeah.
It's incredible. Yeah.
What happened to Marvel?
The people that I used to play marbles with, they don't play it anymore. So.
Damn.
Yeah, they kind of got away from marbles.
That roller coaster really came to an end, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Marvel's an awesome game, though.
All right. Next thing I want to talk about, this is quick. Are You Afraid of the Dark is getting a new season with a Ghost Island? I don't know what that means. Looks cool.
Yeah. I'm not sure what to take away from that, but
amazing Canadian television show. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Why do you have to remind me? You know what? Now you gotta look at it. God damn it, man! Stop ruining things. Like, do you just want me to have nothing left?
Kind of.
I mean,
I think
ideally.
that's his goal.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna look into to see if this one's Canadian. What if this one's Canadian but the original's not?
That could be.
I hope so. God, I'm gonna look into that tomorrow.
Somebody could have just bought the property or whatever.
Yeah, moved it to Canada like an asshole. Yeah. Gotta look into that. I might get a little bit of my soul back. But I mean, support Are You Afraid of the Dark, whether it's Canadian or not. No.
Oh wow.
That was cool, right?
Yeah.
Not bad makeup, but I doubt they're getting a huge budget for this stuff, so it was cool. Next thing up is Screenbox is announced an original documentary for the Pennywise story of it. You guys care?
Screenbox still in business?
Apparently so.
All right. I literally did not know that. Okay. I'm
gonna watch this.
I mean, depends, I guess.
I'll probably watch it.
Like,
I'm not excited about it, but I will watch it.
So it's like the history of the character or whatever? I already
history of the
know
movie,
that.
I believe.
Of the
wait,
original.
which movie? Okay. Then yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah, then I might watch that, yeah.
Screenbox still has me blocked.
I mean, I guess I would have to sign up for Screenbox.
Screenbox.
Look, sometimes you get blocked, Kat. It just happens.
I deserved this one, sort of. But they deserved what I did to them.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we had a tentative deal with Screenbox a long time ago, and we seen they were doing something else with another podcast, so I might have just went on that, because we had we were getting a promo code and like a whole thing on whatever the fuck, and they wanted us to be exclusive. We had something going on with Shudder at the time. But we're like, okay, that's fair. We can do that. That's what we're looking to do anyway. And then they turn around and they do shit with another podcast. And they're fucking tweeted about a promo code. And this is a podcast that is, kind of stepped on our toes a little bit in the past. So all I did was go on the tweet and say, well, you could do that, or you could use our promo code for Shudder. And
wow,
blocked instantly. So.
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah, Screenbox still around. Look at that, and they're making some moves. They got Freddy's Nightmares streaming.
Oh.
Yeah.
But who cares about Freddy's Nightmares? That's the thing. Like,
I think the people like it. Not me, but people.
They're tricking people. Because they go on there and they can say, "Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street." Like,
No, I think the people that I know or have seen on Twitter that have been watching are people who watched it when they were kids, and so it's like a nostalgia thing.
Yeah. I mean, good for them.
I mean, if you get tricked because you think Freddy's Nightmares is a Nightmare on Elm Street thing, then that's on you.
Well, they have. It's fair. I mean, on the site I'm on right now, it has that Freddy's Nightmare thing on Screenbox.
Yeah. Yeah, they got some stuff on here.
Well, I won't be able to really see it because, blocked it all. All right, last thing I wanted to mention. Let me find it. The Crow is apparently coming back. And
they cast a Skarsgård.
Yeah. Cat, why they do that?
I don't know. Because everyone, apparently, like 99% of people will watch anything with a Skarsgård in it, I think.
Which Skarsgård?
The goofy looking one.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
I cannot tell the Skarsgårds apart. I feel bad.
All right. I mean, whatever. I don't hold a special place for The Crow like a lot of people do. Like, it's fine, but whatever. I mean, they had to cast somebody. They can't bring Brandon Lee back, so.
You know, it's just, it's so hard for me to get on board with stuff like this. And I've done it. I've mentioned it with Nightmare on Elm Street, Robert Englund. And I could be wrong for this. Like, I could very well have the wrong outlook on it, but it's hard for me to see a character that had a face and was a person. I just can't get into it when it's somebody else. I can't do it.
What if they cast Sting
as the Crow?
Yeah,
I'd watch it.
I love Sting, so
he got that Crow makeup on. He can pull it off.
Yeah, but that's only because of Sting. But anybody else? But see, they're not doing Sting. They're doing and they took somebody who, like, they were a terrible Pennywise.
Yeah, but I think with like the Crow, like, he wears makeup and stuff. I don't know. Again, to me, I don't really care. This is not an iconic character or an iconic movie to me. I think it's just fine.
It's an iconic character.
I will say I was surprised at how much I cared, because if you had asked me a week ago if I would be upset to see a new Crow, I'd be like, nah, it's fine. And then I saw the casting and I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah. Haven't they already made sequels? I mean, there have been sequels to The Crow, so other people have played the character.
I haven't seen any of them because of this very reason.
Well, I haven't seen any of them either because it's not iconic enough for me to go out and watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I also
yeah. So they made The Crow City of Angels, The Crow Stairway to Heaven, The Crow Salvation, The Crow Wicked Prayer. I mean, they've made plenty of sequels.
Yeah, they were all terrible. They had terrible reviews. And
The Crow 2037 was a planned sequel written and scheduled to be directed by Rob Zombie. However, it was never made.
That's probably the best.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
That's probably
so, I mean, I'm just saying, it's not as if other people haven't played this character before already.
But it was never received well. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's just there's pretty much a waste of money.
You're just assuming they weren't received well.
No, they were not received well.
Just because you haven't seen them doesn't mean they weren't received well.
One of them had Iggy Pop in it, man.
What's wrong with Iggy Pop?
I don't need him in a fucking major horror movie.
The Crow City of Angels has on Rotten Tomatoes an 11%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the one with Iggy Pop.
Yeah, and Feast 2 is also higher than this movie, so what's that say about it?
So,
okay.
But I will say this, Iggy Pop is in The Dead Don't Die, and that movie's awesome.
That movie is fun.
You should have more respect for Iggy Pop, Mikey.
Why?
Stairway to Heaven's got a 20%.
Just because.
Yeah. Kirsten Dunst was in The Crow Salvation.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
It's got 20%.
Oh. How much does the original have?
Hold on. Because there's one more sequel, Wicked Prayer, which stars Edward Furlong, David Boreanaz, however you say his name, and Tara Reid.
Okay, it doesn't matter how it's pronounced. We're all going to say David Boreanaz from now on.
It has what? It has The Crow Wicked Prayer on the tomato meter has 0%.
Oh, we have to watch it.
Yeah.
Whenever you see a movie has 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, you have to watch it.
Oh my God. Hold on. I got to send you guys this poster. Because it appears as though Edward Furlong plays the Crow.
What?
Yeah. Hold on.
What makes you, Kat, while he's doing it, what makes you, when you see stuff like that,
so
why do you want to see it?
Here's the thing, is I'm fascinated by movies that have 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, because I disagree with so much stuff, but it's like, even you know, and we've seen it, like Book of Shadows had Defenders, Feast 2 has like 26% or whatever dumb number it had, and it's like you think you've seen the worst movies ever, and then it's like, how does everyone agree that this movie is worse? And that's the thing, though, is that like you never disagree. Like One Missed Call, oh my god. Oriananans.
Tell me that's not the greatest poster in the history of posters.
Rob sent over The Crow, Wicked Prayer. You see what I mean? Like this.
It's the thumbnail of this episode. I'm assuming, right, Mikey?
No, I don't want this anywhere.
It's so amazing. All right, so the original Crow has 85% on Rotten Tomato.
Take back what you said about The Crow. It's not mine.
It's not to me. It's not an iconic movie. To me, I don't give a shit about The Crow. Other people, I understand, love it, but I don't give a shit about it. So they can do whatever they want.
You're just never gonna do the right thing.
It's a good movie. I just don't care.
Okay.
You know, to me, it would be much more fun to watch the one starring Edward Furlong as like an emo, upset little kid with David Boreanaz doing whatever he's doing in that movie.
I hate that Cat laughs at this shit. Like, I really truly encourages all this bullshit.
I mean, I can see us doing an episode about Wicked Prayer or whatever it's called.
Yes.
I can't see that. I can't see it at all.
Although I think
you will.
I think that was the latest one to come out, so we're going to have to do the entire franchise to get to it.
Of course.
Because I can't watch them out of order.
Mikey, you talked to Rob into watching The Crow.
See?
It's great. That's a victory for you. Don't focus on the rest of it.
I don't want to talk him into watching it. I want to talk him into respecting it. He's going to make fun of it.
Take the win.
No, this is bad. I don't even know. I'm done.
It's a good movie. The Crow's a good movie. To me, whatever. If they want to remake it and they want to put a Sarsgaard in there, fine.
Stupid. Can't believe they're doing that. Like, he was a terrible Pennywise in a remake. You're going to do it again.
He wasn't a terrible Pennywise.
Awful. Well, to be fair, I'm sure he did what they wanted him to do perfectly.
Yeah, I blame the director more than anything.
Yeah.
I'll still say it. Chapter 1 I thought was good.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Chapter 2 is terrible, but Chapter 1 was good.
You know who also thinks that? Greg.
I know. Me and Greg.
You know what really bothers me about it, Chapter 1? I try really hard not to go off, but it's just Beverly was such a strong character. She was like one of the first really strong female characters that I ever saw in horror movies. Made a huge impact on me growing up. I watched the miniseries. I read the book a little bit too young, and but I hate her character so much in it. They're like, look, she's empowered. We're gonna give her a cool tomboy haircut so she can be cool. And also, she's going to be unconscious immediately, needs saved, and she's not gonna fight at all. Because girls don't do that. We're gonna do like a creepy Sleeping Beauty thing. And it's like, I hate you so much.
Yeah, but she killed her dad.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty badass.
But then she needed rescued. I didn't like it.
I don't know. I haven't seen the miniseries in a long time.
No, fuck it. It's terrible. Bad. The miniseries it dies in the middle, but it picks back up, man, and it's just way better. I mean, it doesn't matter how bad it is. It's nowhere near that fucking. You can take your new it loving ass and go somewhere else.
Chapter 1, that's the only one I loved. Chapter 2 was terrible. I was so mad when I left Chapter 2 at the theater.
How does he? I'm not going to do it. All right, we're done with the news, and we'll be back with round 3 of Murder Madness
for the Lord Humphrey Cup.
Son of a bitch bastard. You know it's not the Lord Humphrey Cup, right?
I think it is.
Oh, it is. Yep. Pretty sure it is.
No, I mean, like, I think I'm pretty sure that's what we awarded last year.
No.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
See, by encouraging this, you encourages other bullshit.
Casey's got my back on this too.
Yeah, Chase. No.
Chase, whatever. What I say, Casey, whatever. It's all the same thing.
All right. Such a dumb ass.
I can't stop looking at this Crow poster. Dumb. So stupid. It looks like a Cure album cover or something.
Oh, don't insult the Cure like that.
Why did I bring up the Crow? Also, too, by the way, real quick, we gotta stop talking about the Crow, but real quick, Wes from Gun Media was he had the idea for a Crow video game. Would have been one player too, so you guys would have enjoyed it. And he was giving he was tweeting about his updates throughout the process. He wanted to pull back the curtain to show people what it's like to go through getting intellectual property, making a game, all that shit. Turns out it got stopped in the mud because the owner, whoever owns the IP for the Crow, wanted triple what it was worth.
Oh, wow.
For the Crow.
I told you, they think it's iconic. It's not. But all you people have built it up, so now they think they own something worth 3 times more than it's worth.
No. It just means that they think that. I think it could be iconic and not worth triple what it's worth at the same time.
No.
just no. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, after those shitholes that they put out for remakes, that's what they're doing. So
yeah.
I think it would have
and that's the thing. Was the video game going to be the Brandon Lee Crow, or was it going to be the Edward Furlong Crow?
Brandon Lee. Dude, Gun is franchise first. Come on now.
Edward Furlong is my Crow.
I'm gonna have to bleep.
Are we gonna get sued if we make T-shirts for different crows? Edward Furlong is my Crow.
Cat is digging
Sponsored
into
by
this.
Slasher Radio. That would be the best merch.
We'd never be able to do it because they'd want 3 times what it was
Yeah, that's
fucking
right.
worth. So, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but what's a T-shirt like that worth? Like $1? We can pay $3 for this.
Yeah.
And seriously, if you're listening to this and you haven't Googled this poster for the Crow Wicked Prayer,
Get
do
on
yourself
it.
a favor. Seriously.
I'm sure Rob will be tweeting it sooner than later. So
This is something real special.
I hate that Tara Reid's on it.
Wearing that stupid thing on her face. What is that?
I don't know.
Like some sort of weird headdress or something?
Yeah, I guess.
You got that on. You got Edward Furlong there looking like Robert Smith. And then David Boreanaz just looking like himself.
That's my favorite part of the poster. I'm glad you brought it up because everyone looks so weird, and then it's just David Boreanaz
Yeah.
hanging out in the back, looking like a dude.
Yeah. Jeremy Melton himself. You want to talk about a horror icon?
Jeremy Melton.
Yeah. They're not bringing back Valentine to make anything?
They should. I saw so much love for Valentine this year.
So, yeah, it's one of those movies that it sucks that people are trying to convince themselves are good.
We're done talking about the Crow and Jeremy Melton now.
I guess.
I
mean, if we have to be.
If we must
Yeah.
be.
Unfortunately, Jeremy Melton's somewhat relevant. He was in this damn bracket.
Yep.
All right. Starting on the left side, like we always do. Last year, the left side was spicy. This year, it's the right side.
The right side's a lot spicier this year.
Mhm.
Yeah. Although we do still have some shit to throw down on the left side. This one is tough. I don't know what to do. I don't like it. It's Aaron from Texas Chainsaw 2003 versus Kirsty from Hellraiser.
So you know what to do. You just are distracted by the wife beater.
I
Right.
feel like we're all distracted by it.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness,
I
that's
mean-
pretty
Yeah.
distracting.
To be fair.
Yeah.
Do we
Um,
really though? I mean, like, is it that clear cut?
Yeah.
Rob?
I feel like it is. I'll listen to a case if anyone can make a case for Aaron, but I feel like Kirsty's got this.
I don't know. Kirsty's pretty tough.
Yeah,
You'd be
no.
Pinhead, dude.
I was kind of hoping that Rob would have something. They fucking.
I got nothing.
Yeah, all this stupid shit to defend everybody else. This nothing for the wife beater.
Yeah, the wife beater sort of. I didn't think it needed defended, to be honest with you.
And here we are. Look at that.
Some things are beyond reproach, but you're right. I mean, some things just bring us all together, and that wife beater brings everybody together,
including them. Never mind.
Yeah.
I guess. Damn, man, I'm not gonna be able to talk about the wife beater.
Yeah, that's all right though.
I'm gonna vote for Aaron though.
Okay, of course you are.
Yeah,
coward.
No, it's not even for that. It's just because I can't bring myself to vote against it.
All right.
Aaron moves on. I'm sorry. Kirsty. You see, my heart, man, I can't do it. Kirsty moves on. Son of a bitch. All right. We have another Aaron though. So she's not gone forever, technically. We have Aaron from You're Next going up against Alice Johnson from A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4.
This is an interesting one because Alice Johnson does have the she's got the
she got that absorbent powers thing.
Yeah, the supernatural advantage.
I hate that thing. That's the dumbest aspect of this character, and it doesn't really play into the story all that much, and it's kind of really stupid. But she does have it.
She does have it, but I think Erin's a lot better at using the skills that she... that's the thing. Alice has more skills, but Erin is better at using her skill set.
Yeah.
Like, Alice is prone to forgetting the magic that she's absorbed. Cough, cough, dream child. She did not do any kung fu in Dream Child. I just want to point out.
Which is really a disappointment. Because the kung fu really was the highlight of Dream Master.
It kind of was.
Yeah, but does her kung fu absorption help her against Erin?
I don't know if it does.
Doesn't Erin use like it's been a while since I've seen You're Next. I actually was going to rewatch it, but I'm waiting for it to win the Patreon poll.
Yeah. Any day now.
Yeah. So I can't I don't really remember it all that well. Doesn't she use like a bow and arrow or a crossbow or some shit?
She pretty much she doesn't have that at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
She takes that from the killers. So she doesn't have like a standard weapon that she uses. She's just very resourceful.
All right. Well, if she had that, there ain't no magical power kung fu shit that Erin is absorbed that's going to stop that bolt from going right in her forehead.
I think that's a point. I think because Alice, kung fu aside, a lot of her strengths are in the dream world, and that's not where they're going to be.
Right. And also, if we're assuming that Alice has these powers that she has absorbed throughout the movie, then we should also assume that Erin has the weapons that she has collected through her movie.
Yeah.
It would only make sense.
I think I've got to go with Erin.
I'm also going Erin, Mikey.
What the hell are you saying my name for? It don't matter now.
I know, but you got to vote. You can't just not vote.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really argue it. Yeah, I damn it. Yeah.
I mean, if you have an argument, I'd be interested to see, because it's like she does have supernatural powers, which can be tough to beat. But I think if anyone could, I do think it would be Erin.
That's the thing. It's like the argument is she has supernatural powers, but that's all we can really say about them.
Because she's not good at using them consistently.
She's not. Like, the movie adds that in, but then it kind of doesn't really. I don't know. The rules.
I think
around
they forgot it was a
plot
point for Dream Child.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's very strange.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like this. I can't really think of a great argument for it. I like Alice better than Erin as far as characters in the movie. And that's not by much or anything. It's mostly probably because of the movie itself. But, I just can't think of anything to really fight that.
Yeah. I'm not sure which one I like, but which one has crazier eyes?
You found a trunk one day. No pants.
Probably Erin, right? For the crazier eyes.
I don't know. I'm looking them up now.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's get to the bottom of this one. Who gotta have the verdict on this, don't we?
Oh, Erin's strong. Erin got strong, crazy eyes. Who was that actress?
Rob suddenly starts voting for your next in the Patreon poll.
He's like, fuck that bit.
Hold on, I gotta pull up Alice here. Oh no, Aaron wins that a million times. She got the crazy. Yeah, no.
Alice was a little wholesome.
Yeah, Alice's eye game is weak. Aaron's is very strong. It's like when you look at Aaron, it's one of those. She got that glance. It's like she's looking into your soul. You know.
I don't know, but you're definitely gonna be found naked with no pants and a trunk.
And then, like I said, good God willing.
Probably goes out with the biggest smile.
Yep.
All right, here's a matchup that I think I like the outcome for, and it's Marty from Cabin in the Woods going up against Ginny from Friday the 13th. Cat Vlor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Marty's pretty strong.
You're not gonna like my take on this, Mikey.
Oh, I know, but I want to hear what you have to say about it. I'm aware.
All right. They have, and again, Marty's been getting some really interesting picks. I thought he was going to be eliminated round 1.
Me too.
Just like before we had any of the matchups done, I assumed Marty was going to be out immediately. And he's gotten some really interesting picks. I like this matchup because they have kind of similar, to an extent, they have similar roles in their story. Even though Ginny's the final girl, they have kind of the same technique for dealing with things. I think Marty's just a little bit more proactive about it. It's like we were saying in his last matchup, he's a little bit more hands-on with stuff. But he's got that, like, they're both very quick to figure out, like, the heart of the problem in a situation where they're being naysayed a bunch. So I think as their key strength, they're actually kind of similar.
I'm going for Ginny. Main reason, I can't stand Cabin in the Woods. Secondary reason, I mean, she took out Jason Voorhees, man.
But she didn't.
But she kind of did.
She kind of did. And I will say, like, I think it's probably a close match because I think Marty goes up against the Buckners and they're pretty much, you know, redneck hillbilly torture zombies.
Right.
But he's a lot more successful at it and he's a lot more thorough. There's more attention to detail there. But I will say, you know, for all of that's a pretty impressive physical feat, I think, just like dismembering a man that large. But she goes at Jason with some real ferocity. And I think if he had been someone that was not Jason, it would have looked a lot more impressive on screen, you know?
Yeah, she went for it. She had the balls to go for it. If she went at Marty the same way she went at Jason, I feel like Marty would be dead. That's the way I see it.
The other thing about Marty is that he is, I'm not going to say he's tough because we've been throwing that word around a lot lately.
Very much so, yes.
And I don't think it applies to Marty as strongly, but we know he can take some pretty nasty hits. You know, I think unless she one hit kills him while he's dodging, because he's not going to like stand there and take it like Jason did, you know?
Fair point.
He knows he can't. So I think unless she gets that one shot in, and I'm not convinced she could, I think maybe he overtakes her.
Ginny is smarter than he is. Ginny took out Jason, so there's no reason for me to believe that she couldn't take out Marty because Jason is much larger than Marty. And Marty's reflexes are a little slow because he's a stoner. My vote goes for Ginny.
I'm not mad about it. I disagree. I the one point I really disagree on is that she's smarter than Marty.
Okay.
But I mean, I see your point.
I agree to disagree on that. I don't even know how to argue it. I just think she's smarter than he is. I don't know. He just doesn't strike me as the most intelligent character. And I found her to be very intelligent. Like the conversation she was having about Jason at the bar and everything. And by the way, we really dropped the ball with this by not having Ted from Friday the 13th part 2 also. in the bracket?
Ted?
I
Ted,
guess.
yeah.
The dancing guy?
Ted, the one who survives by simply not going back to the camp. He decides to stay at the bar and party and never goes back to the camp and survives.
He wins every fight by not showing up to it.
Yeah.
You can't lose if you don't show up.
Exactly.
Oh,
that guy would be a tough out.
You can't find him.
Yeah. But no, I don't know. There's something about Ginny. I love Ginny. She might be my favorite final girl of all the Friday the 13th movies.
She's mine for sure.
Yeah, I find her to be really intelligent. And while I like Marty, I think Marty's a good character. There's nothing about him that strikes me as particularly intelligent. Like he's not like, I don't think he's a dummy, but I just don't think he's, of above average intelligence in any way.
I can't stand him because of the movies. Then this is how I feel about it.
See, and maybe this is just because the actor. I know the actor from something where he was playing like a closet mad scientist man. But from Marty, I just got like, especially because he hotwires the elevator from the grave before he knows what it is. I always just kind of read him as like a low key genius.
He's like a dude who knows how to steal a car.
Yeah. You know how impressive they are. I'm just mad as hell he got out of round 1, let alone round 2. And here we are. I still have to talk about this goddamn movie. It's like,
Let's talk about Marty just a little bit more. Let's revisit Dana.
No.
Mike, what did you like about Cabin in the Woods best?
Nothing. I liked when it ended.
You were so wrong about that movie, Mikey.
We'll get into it one day. One fateful day.
I mean, I think Ginny wins this fight, but I do like Marty and I do like that movie a lot. So
movie sucked. All right.
You have the worst taste and everything.
You're
like, oh, The Crow is a classic, but Cabin in the Woods is terrible. All right.
Crow is a classic. Cabin in the Woods it's biting off of a classic. We're not getting into it now. Here's a matchup I don't like, and this is going to wrap up the left side of the bracket. RJ McCready from The Thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a front runner in this whole thing. Versus Nancy from A Nightmare on Elm Street.
All right. Nancy's smarter.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets stuff done.
She booby traps that house and everything.
In like 10 minutes. She sets an alarm for 10 minutes and then just for the first time booby traps that house.
Yeah, but I mean, that to me, the 10-minute thing is sort of like when they're on that bridge eating hamburgers with palm trees in the background and they're supposed to be in Ohio. I mean, I think that's just flawed movie logic more than anything else. So I will give her that. She's smarter. I think McCready is much tougher. McCready also has flamethrower, and McCready's awesome. So I'm voting for McCready. You guys can fight it out or whatever you're going to do.
Nothing. We're going to do nothing.
Interesting choice.
I like this one.
I'm just kind of trying to work through it in my brain.
It's like I want Nancy to win, but I don't know how I get there.
There's definitely a bit of my gut is telling me Nancy, just because she adapts to the situation so quickly. McCready doesn't do that. McCready does not get on things quickly.
Yeah, but when he does, he's McCready. He gets shit done.
But yeah, I think that's the thing. I think Nancy has a shot because she gets in there faster. But if it came down, I don't know. If she doesn't get him quick, she's not getting him at all, is the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, I'm kind of trying to logic that out in my brain, because it's like first strike, I think gives her a definite advantage. And I think she gets that. I think she gets the drop on him for sure. But I'm trying to figure out like rationally whether or not it's enough. And this is a tough one anyway, because I like McCready, I like Nancy, like The Thing, like Nightmare on Elm Street. Like this is a rough round.
I like both movies. I like both characters. I'm I would say I like McCready more as a character. I might even say I like The Thing more as a movie.
Dude, so that's disgusting. To even
I'm
say
just
something
saying
like
it's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's an amazing movie.
Not that good,
but I mean, this is what happens with these brackets, right? I mean, the further along you get, ideally, the tougher the matchups get. But yeah, I just, in my mind, maybe one of you can convince me that Nancy would win, but I don't see it, and I'm just going with McCready.
I think Nancy gets the drop on him. The question is whether or not that would be enough, right?
Yeah. Well, when she got the drop on Freddie, it wasn't enough to kill him in the real world.
I think another thing that hurts Nancy is when she was in Dream Child. That was the one with the when she was in Dream Child. She didn't. I mean, she died.
Dream Warrior.
Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors. Right. She died. Like it, and she didn't really do all too much in that movie. The kids mostly did it. And then you look at New Nightmare, and she's a real person dealing with a real Freddy. And, I mean, she went for it with her kid, but again, she didn't really physically do much.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I think she's got, I think she gets the drop. I think she has a definite strategical advantage, but physically, there is kind of a weak link there.
Yeah, and then McCready's physical. He's all physical. Son of a bitch. I hate The Thing too. Like, I notably don't like that movie.
Which is just ridiculous.
Yeah, maybe hate's a strong word. I don't like it though.
I mean, it's a John Carpenter film. It's a masterpiece, but all right.
Not better than Nightmare on Elm Street.
Mm-hmm. Debatable.
Not gonna get into it. Did you see this is completely off topic, but did you see Nestor's tweet about slapping the shit out of award show host?
No, I did not.
Yeah. It was while he was talking about his placement in the power rank.
Oh yeah. No, I don't know.
Yeah, he said good thing proper award show etiquette is slapping the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Because I want to do that to you sometimes, but that's
knock it off. That whole thing was I don't know. People were acting like it was the biggest travesty in the world or whatever.
I would never take it back.
I got to watch a rich guy slap another rich guy on television. I'm good with it.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they should start a new television show called Rich Guy Fight Club and put it on every week. I'd watch the shit out of that.
That'd be good.
Yeah. You throw fucking Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk into a cage together and let them fight it out. I'm in.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that back for the world. But anyway, I think I gotta go fucking McCready.
And just nobody makes better fashion choice than McCready with that fucking hat.
I'm giving it to Nancy just for the hat. No,
hat kicks ass.
I also have to go for McCready. I don't like it. But you guys talked me into it. I think I don't think having the first blow would be enough in this instance.
And there was a matchup last round. It might have been the finals with Candyman and Pinhead. It might have been that, but there was a situation that came up last year that if they get that first hit in and it's done, that's it, like it's over. But if they don't, and it's like it's hard to bank on if they do, because if there's a lot more on the side of if they don't. So
I think they're probably. Maybe not just because of the way that the bracket worked. I think there were some people. Oh, well, no, we had one because Clarice, we were pretty sure would get that first drop. Like, I think if you're precise enough, you definitely can get it that way. But I agree that Nancy is not.
Right. But that's the thing too, though. Even if Nancy gets the drop and gets the first shot at McCready, which she probably would, is it going to be enough to take him out? Because if it's not enough to take him out, then she's fucked.
Yeah, I don't think Nancy is good enough to get it in that first hit.
It's that old saying, if you come for the king, don't miss, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. All right. Well, that's a tragic ending to the left side of the bracket. Robert,
and that's why I'd like to say to Nesto, too. You come for the king, don't miss, buddy.
Wow. I love that tweet, by the way. I retweeted it and all. That was great. I can't wait to the next Power Rankings. We should do it like live somewhere. Anybody just come up slap the shit out of you.
That's how you can fund the Joe Bob experience.
Oh, Rob, yes. Someone's gonna slap the shit out of you.
A bunch.
Yeah.
You guys are terrible.
What? I'm trying to help. I'm a problem solver.
People don't want to slap me. People love me.
Well,
I'd pay to go 5 times. I'm just gonna leave it at that. You guys who don't know what we're talking about, check out the Patreon, the Easter egg. Yeah. Moving on to the right side of this bracket. I don't like this woman.
All right.
This woman has caused me problems.
You haven't even watched the movie yet.
That's an update. No, I have not watched the movie yet, but I did look into and I did look on YouTube and see some clips. This chick don't fuck around.
No.
So, I'm not saying it's wrong. Decisions made. I just don't like her.
Who is it? I don't even know who we're talking about.
Revenge.
Oh.
Took out, last round, she took out Tara from Terrifier?
Yeah, gunshot victim, yeah.
And first round, she took out my beloved Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
Never forgive her for that. So
basically, she got a bye in the first round. And then had to fight a gunshot victim Gimp in the second round.
Did you say Gimp?
Yeah.
He
did. Motherfucker. And nobody wants to slap the shit out of you, right? Nobody?
Oh, people love me.
Okay. All right. So Jennifer from Revenge going up against Sarah from The Descent.
Ooh.
This would be a fight.
It's a little tougher for Jennifer.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that much tougher, to be honest.
No, it's tougher than fucking.
Oh, well, okay, then.
I mean, it's not tougher than I would argue that this is tougher than Rachel.
Leave my queen alone, goddammit.
I will say, this is a tougher matchup than Jennifer has had, but I don't think it's a tougher call necessarily for me. And I don't think this is as equally matched as, because I thought that Sarah and Cecilia were pretty neck and neck. I know I was the only one that really felt that way, but that was a really tough call for me. I think Jennifer, I don't see how she doesn't get this.
Damn it.
Thing is, I just think Sarah's a lot tougher than you're giving her credit for.
No, I think I agree. She's tough.
She's in a fucking cave fighting fucking monsters in the dark and shit. That's pretty tough. Jennifer's just taking out people. I could take out people.
Not like Jennifer does.
I mean, people take out people every day. But Jennifer she does take out people pretty effectively.
Yeah.
And Sarah is people.
I'm not saying that it is going, like, my vote is for Sarah, but she's badass too, man.
She is. She absolutely is. And you know what?
Yeah.
The one situation where I think that she might win this, I think if they were in the caves, because she thrives in her natural spelunking environment. Like nothing shakes her, and I love that.
And The Descent is such a good movie.
And it's a really good movie. It's the better movie.
Yeah.
And I say that as someone that really likes Revenge. But
yeah, I don't know. Jennifer's good at killing people, and Sarah's people. I'm going to take Jennifer.
Son of a bitch.
Unless you can change my mind.
I mean,
because I would rather take Sarah, to be honest with you, but I think Jennifer's the right call.
I'm in the same spot, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I get. Well, Kat, you're going for Jennifer anyway.
I'm going for Jennifer, yeah.
Son of a bitch. I'm going for Sarah because I don't like either one of you.
All right.
And she took out my queen.
All right.
All right, so Jennifer from Revenge moves on. This girl is really
she's tough.
Eating this bracket alive.
She's killing it.
Clarice Starling, who took out Ash last round. Big ball swinging on that one. Going up against Grace from Ready or Not.
Wow. Ooh, this is a tough one. And this is something that I love about doing the randomizer instead of having the seeds, is because what drastically different movies.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Like in tone, even, because they're both very capable in their own environments, but those environments are just so different.
Cool. My gut instinct is going for Clarice.
That's my gut instinct too, but I don't quite know why. Is it the training?
My gut was going for Grace, but I don't really know why either. Because she doesn't have the training that Clarice does.
She doesn't.
But she survives a much more harrowing situation than Clarice does. I mean, Clarice is just dealing with one dude, Buffalo Bill. Whereas Grace is in a house full of people that want to murder her.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, this is Buffalo Bill, though, man.
Buffalo Bill, please, he's terrible.
I mean, he's not. I'm not saying he's the biggest threat in the world, but
he's terrible.
He still made a living off killing people, skinning them, and wearing their skin. Like, this is a sick, deranged fuck.
Big old fat girl.
Yeah.
That's the best line of the movie. No, I just, but still, it's one person. Yeah. Even if he's crazy, it's one person.
In the dark,
in his basement. But she is trapped in a house where they've killed all the. Don't they eventually kill the power at some point? I don't remember if they killed the power in the house or not, but it doesn't matter. Even if they don't, she's in their house and everybody's trying to kill her.
If you put Clarice in that house, she makes it out.
That's a good here's the thing.
Interesting point.
Yeah, if you reversed their situations, I think Clarice makes it out of Ready or Not. Does Grace make it out of Silence of the Lambs?
No way.
Well, you really think Buffalo Bill's something, don't you?
No, I just don't. I think if she's in the pitch dark, she's gonna get her.
I think that's just one of the because like the training can kind of help you prepare for that. Grace has a lot of this is my biggest problem with Grace, and I love Ready or Not. I love Grace as a character. I think she does an excellent job. She does a lot better than I would do in that situation. But there are so many fucking red flags, and she just marries him anyway and goes into like this weird cult game. And it's like she had a lot of time to prepare for the situation that she was in mentally. Like there were a lot of times to bail, and not that she necessarily needed to bail, because she did fine, but it's like I don't think that she has the same kind of like accuracy that Clarice has that would because Buffalo Bill's on Clarice when he slips up and
he kills the lights and he's got the night vision.
I don't know if Grace could do that.
That's an interesting way to look at it. I didn't think about it that way. If you reverse the situations, all right, I can go with Starling. I can. I'm not happy about it. I love Grace. I like that character better than I like Starling, but I can take Starling.
I don't know if I'm happy about it either, but
yeah, I mean,
I love both of these characters.
You guys trying to get rid of Samara
movies.
Weaving? Terrible.
I'm not trying to. I just feel like if Grace doesn't get Clarice right out of the gate, it's about tactical. That training comes in. And like we said, you can't bank on that out of the gate thing. So, and as we've seen, Buffalo Bill had he had the perfect golden opportunity to lay her out without getting a jump. And he didn't. That leaves me to believe that Grace probably won't either. And then it's all about tactical and training, and we know Clarice has got that.
Yeah. All right. No, I agree. I think you guys are right. I just hate to see Samara Weaving and her crazy eyes go.
She does have very good crazy eyes.
She does.
Our bias.
They're good ones.
All right. So Clarice moves on. She's really coming out hot in this tournament.
Yeah, she's doing good.
Damn.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
She's a tough one to knock off. It's the training that she has. That no one else has.
It is.
Most of the people that we're talking about, are sort of thrust into these situations against their will. She's actively
she volunteered.
Into them. Yeah.
All right, this is a fucked up matchup right here. Laurie Strode took out my beloved Sydney Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who she took out in round 1. I don't remember.
No,
she took out Sydney Prescott in round 2. Going up against Ellen Ripley.
How many flamethrowers are involved?
Son of a bitch.
So, hot take.
Mm-hmm.
If we go through the process for the last one, does Laurie Strode survive Alien?
No.
Because I'm pretty sure Ellen Ripley survives Halloween, right?
Listen, Kat. All right.
What?
The clear answer here is Ellen Ripley. I'm trying to think of a way to make it Laurie Strode. All right.
Okay, sorry.
Everyone knows the clear answer is Ellen Ripley. We all know it. We're all thinking it.
It's Ellen though, isn't it?
It is. I got nothing. I wish I did. I love Laurie. And it sucks when you love a character and they go out in these tournaments. But
yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I don't know how. I see zero path for Laurie to get past Ellen Ripley.
Any Laurie.
Yeah.
Character.
That's usually the defense I go to is like, well, 2018 Laurie, but
that's the thing. 2018 Laurie might have a slim chance, but
she would be the underdog in that fight.
Yeah, it's still not a very good chance.
But it would be a fight.
2018 Laurie was packing heat though.
Yeah.
A lot of heat.
Flamethrower heat?
No, not flamethrower heat. But flamethrower is only good to a certain distance. Now, flamethrower don't mean shit. So I'm saying, like, there is a small argument to be made, but even then, I think it gets chopped off because, like, Ellen, she's kind of militant, like a Clarice Starling, you know, where, like, Laurie's just going off emotion and evil dies tonight and all that shit. And I think Ellen's just cool, calm, and collective and gets it done.
Yeah, but what if Laurie shoots Ellen in the hand that she's holding the flamethrower with? She drops the flamethrower. Laurie runs up and stabs her in the neck with a knitting needle like she did Michael, and then flamethrowers her to death.
I mean, I can see it, man. I can see it. I can see. Like I said, she's got a lot of fucking heat. She's not just young Laurie running around with a knife. She's got a fucking basement full of artillery.
Right. And we see her shooting those dummies. She's a dead eye shot. She could shoot her right in that hand. That flamethrower drops, knitting needle to the neck like she did Michael.
Yeah.
Flamethrower, barbecue.
So you're taking 2018 Laurie and OG Laurie, mixing them together.
Yep. The skills that she picked up the first time versus what she's acquired over the years.
That's a Laurie that can survive Alien.
Yep.
So you just threw together an ultimate Laurie Strode.
Mm-hmm. And she beats Ellen Ripley.
I think Laurie moves on.
Yep.
Kat.
I mean, you made a case.
Hands down.
Greg's gonna lose his mind. Fuck you, Greg. April Fool's, buddy.
Yeah,
I was having the hardest time not laughing.
Yeah. I was wondering how long we were gonna go with it. All right, so Ellen wins. We all agree, right?
Yeah.
I hate it, but Ellen Ripley moves on.
Yeah, I gotta cut and paste us laughing and plotting this in the middle of all this. It's gonna be great.
Everyone knows the clear answer is Ellen Ripley. We all know it. We're all thinking it.
Well, while you're doing that, Rob, while you're thinking of that, let me just throw this out there. If we want Greg to lose his fucking mind,
I'm voting for Lori. Yeah.
Could you imagine the fucking shitstorm we would get if we did this right now?
It honestly might be worth filming, or like recording a second take of this where we just let Laurie Strode win the whole bracket.
That'd be an awesome April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
You know what? We should record a version where we pick Lori, like legitimately, like go through it a little bit and pick Lori, and then play this after as a fuck you to Greg and an April Fool's joke. No,
yeah, we
oh
could.
My God.
That'd be fucking me. You would like. I could picture him like stopping it mid-episode, tweeting us, and then listening to the rest. And
yeah, that's the thing is we would get a lot of shit on Twitter before Greg was even done with the episode. I think.
That'd be funny.
Oh, my God.
It's Ellen though, isn't it?
It is. I got nothing. I wish I did. I love Lori. And it sucks when you love a character and they go out in these tournaments. But
yeah,
tell me about it.
Yeah, I don't know how. I see zero path for Lori to get past Ellen Ripley.
Any Lori.
Yeah.
Character.
That's usually the defense I go to is like, well, 2018 Lori, but
that's the thing. 2018 Lori might have a slim chance, but
she would be the underdog in that fight.
Yeah, it's still not a very good chance.
But it would be a fight.
I'll tell you what. 2018 Lori was packing heat though.
Flamethrower heat?
A lot of heat. No, not flamethrower heat. But flamethrower is only good to a certain distance. Now, flamethrower don't mean shit. So I'm saying, like, there is a small argument to be made, but even then, I think it gets chopped off because, like, Ellen, she's kind of militant, like a Clarice Starling, you know, where, like, Lori's just going off emotion and evil dies tonight and all that shit, and I think Ellen's just cool, calm, and collected and gets it done.
What if Lori shoots Ellen in the hand that she's holding the flamethrower with? She drops the flamethrower. Lori runs up and stabs her in the neck with a knitting needle like she did Michael, and then flamethrowers her to death.
I don't see that exact path happening. But
all right, you guys, what are you doing, you dumbass? You're all supposed to agree with me, so then Greg will get pissed off.
Oh,
and then we can do the real thing. But all right, that's fine.
Oh
no, that's good. I mean, I can see it, man. I can see it. I can see. Like I said, she's got a lot of fucking heat. She's not just young Lori running around with a knife. She's got a fucking basement full of artillery.
Right. And we see her shooting those dummies. She's a dead eye shot. She could shoot her right in that hand. That flamethrower drops, knitting needle to the neck like she did Michael.
Yeah.
Flamethrower, barbecue.
So you're taking 2018 Lori and OG Lori, mixing them together.
Yep. The skills that she picked up the first time versus what she's acquired over the years.
That's a Lori that can survive Alien.
Yep.
So you just threw together an ultimate Laurie Strode.
Mm-hmm. And she beats Ellen Ripley.
I think Lori moves on.
Yep.
Cat.
I mean, you made a case.
Hands down.
Greg's gonna lose his mind. Fuck you, Greg. April Fool's, buddy.
Yeah,
I was having the hardest time not laughing.
Yeah. I was wondering how long we were gonna go with it. All right, so Ellen wins. We all agree, right?
Yeah.
I hate it, but Ellen Ripley moves on.
Yeah. I gotta cut and paste us laughing and plotting this in the middle of all this. It's gonna be great. But you know what? Like, as much as we say, Greg's. I really hope he tweets us before he hears this part. It'd be fucking great.
It'd be fantastic.
It would. April Fools all around. But I'll be honest with you though, I don't think it's as clear cut for Ripley. Like, taking into consideration, in all seriousness, that basement in 2018, man, Lori was ready for war.
There was.
She was.
There was a problem with the basement in 2018, though.
What?
And that's that Michael survived, and that was supposed to be the ultimate trap for him, and he still managed to get out of there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you know what I mean? I kind of like, all right, well, you know, your dumbass put a fireproof door in the basement when your plan was to set everything on fire.
That is the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah. So you know that kind of, you just can't make that kind of mistake when you're fucking around with Ellen Ripley.
No. And like I said, but she's so militant. Yeah.
Damn,
man. Well, you know what? Serves Lori's right for what she did to fucking Sydney last round. That's what she got.
Well, I don't care for that attitude, but all right.
Just saying. Sydney would have taken out Ellen Ripley. Great reason line on that one too. Okay, guys. We're up to the last matchup of the round.
Wow, this is fast.
Mm-hmm. This is Dr. Chalice.
God damn it.
The mustache.
Jesse from Wrong Turn.
All right. Here's how I see this playing out. Jesse, she's pretty good at fighting dumb inbred hicks, right? But she hasn't really come across an opponent like Dr. Chalice. When he walks in there all smooth and cool and looking good, and he's got a nice, refreshing six-pack with him, because you know he's going to have a six-pack with him. And he's smart. He's a doctor and everything. She already fell for that one guy who was going to be a doctor before he got killed by the hillbillies. So she's going to see a little bit of that guy in Dr. Chalice. She's going to be seduced. That's when Chalice gets her, man.
How did this son of a bitch get to what's going to be round 4?
Because he's incredible. That's why.
Here's an idea, though. Because she's a little bit murdery. What if she seduces him and kills him in his sleep? He thinks like, oh, look, another pretty lady. And she's like, oh, a doctor, you say? Stab, 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 stab.
No. See, here's the problem that you got with that theory, all right? That assumes that he's going to sleep with her and stick around. That's not Chalice's style, huh? There's no way.
Stayed in the motel.
Yeah, but that's because he was there to thwart to stop the plot that was going on, that was afoot. You know, he had a mission there. And this one, there's no mission. Maybe some missionary, you know what I'm saying?
I hate him so fucking.
Oh, she's gonna get she's been seeing like a bunch of 3-finger looking motherfuckers running around, these deformed dudes, and then Chalice rolls up with that mustache. Are you kidding me? She's gonna melt. She's not even gonna have time to think about it. Seducing him, she's already gonna be seduced.
I hate it. I hate it. I don't like any of it.
He's gonna be like, "Oh, you've been running around the woods with those dudes. Look, I got some refreshing beers right here."
Here's the case that I'll make with Dr. Chalice, because your plan for him to win all of these has just been to seduce the women. I think she's the first woman that might actually turn it around on him. I never bought that Gail was going to be seduced. I know Maddie is not the kind of character who would do that. Like, she'd be all for the kill. I don't know if that's the case here.
All right.
I think maybe Eliza Dushku turns it around on him.
All right, so let's look at this then. Eliza Dushku has killed 3, or survived 3, was it 3 of them, right? Inbred hillbillies that are, you know.
Yeah, I think there were 3 in the first one.
Yeah, they're like dumb and everything. And Dr. Chalice defeated a wizard, or warlock rather, who's in theory been around for centuries, and is a smart businessman who's built a factory and an empire off just selling Halloween masks, seemingly, which is an insane way to get rich because you're only selling shit once a year. And built a robot army and harnessed the magic of Stonehenge. And Dr. Chalice defeated him. I mean, I feel like that's a tougher opponent to beat than 3 hillbillies.
Maybe. They're definitely different situations. Dr. Chalice gets to use, he gets to be a bit more methodical. It's more of a mystery. It's more of a mystery solving situation as opposed to like full on physical confrontation, like in Wrong Turn. And I think, assuming that they sleep together, it's just going to be like,
they're going to sleep together. That's going to happen. That's a given.
It's just like a who does the killing first, and in that context, I don't think it's Dr. Chalice. I think she's more primed for murder.
Chalice didn't hold on to a woman though.
I'm not saying he'd get sentimental. I'm just saying she'd start stabbing first.
Nah, I don't think she's that stabby. I don't think she's that stabby. I
think she is by the end.
Well, but again, he's going to give her beer. She's going to relax some. You know, get a couple drinks in you. You relax a little bit. Maybe you're not as on edge.
Isn't he also going to have a few? I imagine.
Yeah, but that's just his normal.
Too.
I mean, that's his normal. Have you seen Halloween 3? He's in the bar at like 9 a.m. on a fucking Saturday morning watching cartoons, for God's sake. That's his normal way he goes through life.
I hate these brackets.
You know, greatest sequence in a movie, by the way, when he's in the bar at like 9 a.m. and she goes to find him. Ellie does, and she's like, "They told me you'd be here." Yeah. Like everybody just knew he'd be at the bar at like 9 a.m. on a fucking Saturday morning. And then when he convinces her to leave, or when she convinces him to go with her, he goes to call his ex-wife to tell her he ain't coming back around to get the kids like he said he would. Good parenting, love it. He's got a 6-pack of beer on top of the payphone. He's already been at the bar. Now he's got a 6-pack. He just has the 6-pack for the drive to where they're going, because immediately when they get there, he goes, "I need a drink." Such a great character.
No, he's not.
So I'm saying,
with all that alcohol in his system, I think she can take him.
But that's his norm, though. That's the thing. Like, he functions at a higher level. He's one of those guys. Like, if he doesn't have that kind of alcohol in his system, he's gonna get the shakes, and then it might be a problem. But he always keeps that alcohol level topped up. And alcoholics, you know, they don't feel as much pain and stuff.
Sometimes I do regret not seeing the bracket, though, because I would love to see Dr. Chalice against the janitor, where it's like he doesn't have alcohol, but the janitor doesn't have his energy drink.
Oh, yeah. That would be an interesting fight. I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm going Dr. Chalice. He's the smoothest man in the game. He's got that deadly mustache. No woman can resist him. And he's putting people down.
Listen, this is the first seduction technique that I've bought into, but I think it works in her favor.
I'm not sure about that.
I hate it. Is she enough? That's the question. Is she really enough?
We see her fight a lot. We see her going through a lot more physical challenges than we see Dr. Chalice, and it's making me think maybe she is.
Dr. Chalice has hand-to-hand combat with fucking robots.
Yeah, but she goes through some like grueling stuff. She gets out of a lot worse.
At one point, he's tied up to a chair with the mask on, with the TV playing. And he manages to get out of that, take the mask off, throw it over the security camera. Oh, come on.
See, this is what I'm talking about, because like she's also tied up, but like with barbed wire. It's just like that one little plus thing, you know?
Yeah, so when she tries to fight Chalice, her hand's gonna be all cut up.
But she's wearing a wife beater.
Yeah, but you know, and she got cuts on her hands. He dumps a little beer on those, get that alcohol in there, stings. I mean, come on. He's a doctor. He knows what he's doing. And I also got to believe that once a woman gets a ride on Dr. Chalice, she's not going to want to kill him.
I have to believe she wants to kill him more.
No,
I have to believe she goes murder.
She is going to be digmatized.
Digmatized. I hate to fucking say it. I don't know if Jesse's the one to do it.
All right.
I don't like this. I don't like this. If we're taking both movies and what happens in them seriously, which is hard to do with Halloween 3 because it was such a bad fucking movie.
Stop it. It's a great movie.
It's a terrible movie. I mean, Jesse dealt with a couple of, you know, slow inbred, whatever they are. Damn it. Rob, what? I don't even know what to say right now.
I didn't even do anything.
You did do something. I'm going for Dr. Chalice, and I don't like it, but god damn it. This is it. This is the last fucking week of it.
You know what I do say?
What?
Well, I'm voting for Dr. Chalice next week, though.
It's my favorite thing in the world.
I don't want anybody who's listening to this show to say that it's bias, that it's a popularity contest. This is taking time off my life picking this fucking Dr. Butthole. I can't stand it. I truly can't stand it.
And I gotta say, I'm surprised at Kat after the last couple of weeks, because after the first week, I thought she was going to be my friend in this whole thing, and she has just been a disaster.
I think part of the problem that I've been having the last couple of weeks is that the tonal shift kind of gets me, because it's like the first week, they're both, I don't want to call either of the movies silly, but like they're both more lighthearted franchises, right? Or franchises. Scream is a more lighthearted franchise. It's more fun. There's a little bit of suspension of disbelief. I feel the same way about Season of the Witch. It's hard for me not to context like real world consequences into movies like Hush. And as much as I hate to say it, because I don't think it's a great movie, but Wrong Turn is kind of the same way, where it's like gritty and it feels very real. And it's kind of hard to factor that in, where it's like, it's one thing to be like, oh, he's fighting robots, but then it's like, how would that physically damage him in a more realistic environment? You know what I mean? Like, it's brought it down to earth some.
Well, I get that a little bit, I guess. I lived in West Virginia for a year. I'll tell you what, that shit is real.
I just feel like what Dr. Butthole had to deal with was more than what Jessie had to deal with in her movie.
And she'd be dickmatized.
No, but that's the thing, man. We got to take these dumbass movies seriously. That's the problem here. The movie's dumb, so the outcome is going to be dumb.
How's it a dumb movie? It's a good movie.
It's a stupid movie, especially the Halloween franchise. You should be ashamed of it.
It's a good movie. And Dr. Chalice is in the Elite Eight.
Son of a bitch.
He's elite. I love it.
What world are we in that Dr. Chalice got past Laurie Strode, Sidney Prescott, Ash? What world are we in?
The same world that Jason went out in the first round of the slasher bracket. So
this really is fucking karma, isn't it? Damn. Well, that's round 3, for better or worse.
Yep.
Worse.
Yeah.
I think for worse.
How's it for worse?
This was a rough week again, man.
It was a rough week. Laurie Strode went out. Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah, Nancy's out. Like, all the OG final girls are gone, man. Practically. We still got Jenny, thank God.
Yeah. But even Jenny wasn't the OG of that franchise.
No, right. Yeah. So
didn't she take out the OG of that franchise, though?
No.
Wasn't she up
Jason
against?
Did.
Jason took her out.
Oh,
I mean in the bracket.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, didn't she? Yeah.
No, that would be a great movie, though, is like where there are 2 final girls that survive a spree of killings, and then one is just like, no, only me.
There could be only one.
Damn, man. Well, next week, you know what? Next week, we could probably wrap this sumbitch up next week.
And somewhere out there, Ted is still partying and drinking and surviving. God bless him.
God bless him. So next week, we can have we can wrap up. We can find out the semis. Yeah, we could close this whole thing out next week.
Yeah.
That would be pretty easy.
Shit.
Because there's only like 7 matchups left total.
Yeah.
We got 4. Yeah, 4, 2, and then 1.
Yeah. All right. So next week we're wrapping up Murder Madness.
Yeah. For the Lord Humphrey Cup.
It's not the Lord Humphrey Cup.
Next week's a big one. We're awarding the Lord Humphrey Cup, the 2nd annual Lord Humphrey Cup.
We didn't award it last year.
Oh my goodness, this is exciting.
Like, he just ignores me and keeps going with it.
Business is picking up, guys.
All right. Guys, go follow the show at Slasher Radio on Twitter. You can go to slasherradio.com, check out all of our episodes, articles, interviews. What am I missing? Slasher Radio on at twitch.tv. And that's really it, man. I'm at Mikey's Dead on Twitter if you want to check me out. Do it there. And Rob, where they find you?
I'm on Twitter at RadioRob123, and you can listen to my other show, This Horror Life, wherever you were listening to Slasher Radio. Just dropped a new episode earlier today featuring our special guest, Mikey Bones.
Yeah.
Talking about the top 5 horror video games.
Yes, my lifetime ban was lifted for my appeal on This Horror Life, and
you let Mikey talk about the best horror video games.
Not only did he do that, he thanked me.
Oh wow!
For coming on to talk about it.
I did,
and he also
it was a low moment, Kat.
He said that I am very knowledgeable about the topic, Kat.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. Yeah.
Although my list was still better than his.
Bullshit. The list was far superior. I'm still mad at you for what you did. You know what you did on that list. Everybody's got to listen, has got to go check it out, but you know what you did on that list.
Mm-hmm. Made the right call.
But yeah, that was fun. There was you gotta listen to see what happened with my appeal and going forward. And I'm not gonna say anything yet, but
yeah, I've been waiting for this one.
Yeah. You got a fucked up system over there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Apparently, because you had a lifetime ban and somehow ended up on a goddamn episode. So yeah, it's broken.
Kat, where are they finding you?
You can find me on Twitter at cat_velour, VOLEUR. You can also check out the piece that I had published with Sirens Call Publications at sirenscallpublications.com.
What?
What?
Well, you do all this stuff and you don't ever tell anybody.
I put it on Twitter. You just ignore me. I'm always tagging you. It's like, Rob, I had something published and you just block me.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
No.
Do I still have you blocked?
I'm making this up.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I do put it on Twitter though.
I didn't see that shit, and it is possible that I forgot to unblock you from before.
So this is this anything? It just got published, written, or was it read again?
This one is just published, written.
Oh, so I got to read it?
Yeah, you have to read it. It's called Creepy Window.
The last time I liked last week when you mentioned stuff, Kat, and we talked about Rob doing the read for it.
Yeah, sign up to our Patreon. Rob will read you my latest publication.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Funny.
Edit it.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
That would be kind of fun. That would be kind of fun.
You should start with the short story.
Where's it at, Kat?
It's on sirenscallpublications.com.
Jesus, all right.
I don't know what we're calling Jesus for.
It just seems like a lot.
Okay. Shit. All right. Yeah. So hopefully that'll be on Patreon soon because I will piss my pants listening to that. Until next week, guys, we will be back and wrapping up Murder Madness. And don't forget to come back
for the Lord Humphrey Cup.
Not the Lord Humphrey Cup. I'm done.
Also, Kat, is the piece you had published, is it erotica?
It is not erotica.
No. Because that would be even better if I read some erotica.
It's not erotica season yet.
Okay.
Kat, could you imagine Rob Humphrey reading? That'd be the biggest boner killer ever.
Oh, come on.
That's like if your mom called you in the middle of sex and you've seen it. Like, it'd be terrible. God damn it. Something wrong with you.
Something wrong with you.
All the best with Slasher Radio Podcast.
It would be hilarious for you to do reads of erotica fucking stories.
I mean, that's a possibility.
I've had a few of those published too.
There you go, Rob.
You have to pay for those, I think, but
God damn, that is funny as shit. Well, that doesn't sound very good.
Hello?
Hello.
What's going on?
Not much, man. What's happening?
Nothing.
What'd you think of the Mania?
It's pretty good.
It was.
I wasn't excited about it because the build for all the matches kind of sucked, really. I mean, I don't watch WWE anyway, so, I don't know. Like,
they did seem kind of weak.
Yeah, some of the shit I just wasn't excited about. But, Cody and Seth put on a great match.
Mm-hmm.
Bianca and Becky was great.
Rousey was good, too, with Charlotte.
I got a little bored during that one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, even the matches, like I didn't give a fuck about Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin, but the match wasn't bad.
And keep in mind, like, how fucking stupid do you have to be? Happy Corbin? What kind of lame ass shit is that, dude? That is the worst.
Yeah.
Damn.
But overall, yeah, I thought it was really good. They did a good job.
Austin was awesome.
I didn't think that was a match. Like, I did not expect it to be a match.
I didn't think it would be a full-blown one, but I just figured it'd be like a long whoop-ass session.
That's what I thought. I thought they would get into it. I thought they'd get into like a fight and Austin would leave him laying after a stunner or something, that's what I expected. Like, I didn't think it was going to be like a full-on bring out a ref, ring the bell fucking match.
Right. But see, like, WWE is so weird. Like, they advertised and don't advertise the weirdest shit. You would think they would tell you Stone Cold's having a match. Because I almost didn't watch because I was like, oh, he ain't having a... I would have missed it.
Yeah.
But they'll have people on and like announce it a week and everything's like, well, why wouldn't you let that be a surprise? They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. And they had to sell tickets. I mean, a fuck ton of tickets. That's going to move tickets. Stone Cold in a match in Dallas.
I almost, as soon as because I think it was you that told me it wasn't going to be a match. And then I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to fucking watch it.
Yeah, because they kept saying he was going to be on the KO show. They didn't say a fucking match.
Right. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I don't want to watch that. And I didn't have shit to do. I fucked my back up, so I was home. Yeah. All right. Fucking put it on.
And I heard that was closing the first night. So I was like, well, they got to have to do something.
Yeah.
It's not just going to be an interview segment. They're going to have to get into it. But I figured, it'd be a little back and forth. Stone Cold hits him with a stunner.
Right.
Kevin Owens rolls out of the ring and he drinks a shit ton of beers and that's it,
Right. And why they wouldn't advertise that is absolutely absurd.
And Austin looked good for a dude who ain't taken a bump in 19 fucking years.
Dude, when he took that suplex on the cement, I said, holy shit. Dang. Dude, he looked... he like they said during the match, he was barely breathing heavy, dude. That is impressive.
Yeah.
For a guy his age with a damn near 2-decade layoff, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm mad he didn't take the shirt off, though.
Yeah, well, who knows what he looked like under there?
Yeah.
He didn't look like he didn't look like he's fat or anything, but
no, but he probably didn't look like Stone Cold anymore. Right, yeah. So I don't blame him.
I mean, he has that old man body.
Yeah. In a tight t-shirt, he looks great. You take that motherfucker off though.
Yeah, you don't know what's hiding under there.
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, at least stamina-wise, dude, he I feel like once he got him up to the top of the ramp, he looked a little more natural. He got comfortable. He didn't look awkward at first. But God, I think that was like I think he's going to do another one in Saudi, make some big bank, and be done for good after that.
I heard some people talking about that, and there's one problem with that.
What?
Alcohol's illegal in Saudi.
Oh shit, boy, goddamn. If I were him on dignity alone, I wouldn't fucking do it. No way. Wait a minute. So alcohol is illegal, period?
Yeah. Yep. No alcohol in Saudi Arabia.
No wonder they're all pissed off over there. Damn, man. Wow. Can't look at women. You can't fucking drink that. What the hell are you supposed to do in Saudi Arabia?
Nothing.
Shit. I forgot what I was saying.
So yeah, that's a problem. But
that sucks.
I'm sure he could get that payday if he wanted it. But
oh yeah, they pay him big fucking money, man.
Hello.
What's up, Cat?
Cat.
I'm glad Zoom worked. I clicked the link and it just like it opened up the little box where it's usually like, do you want to join meeting? And then it just closed before I could click anything. I was like, oh no. And then like nothing happened for about 5 minutes. I just stared down my computer.
I know Kat enjoyed WrestleMania. She wouldn't have missed that.
No,
Oh
she wouldn't have
no,
missed
I
that at
never
all.
missed WrestleMania.
It wasn't too bad though. Yeah, we were just you know what it was though? Like it didn't feel like a WrestleMania because you know it was it was lackluster on that type of stage, but it wasn't bad for somebody who hasn't watched anything leading up to it. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was fine. It was fine. The matches were all the matches were pretty good. Which, you know, like I said, was surprising because on paper, you know, it looked like kind of shit. I mean, even that Paul kid, whichever one, that Logan Paul, he looked good.
Yeah, fuck him.
His man, I mean, I don't like him or anything. He's a fucktard, but he looked good in the ring.
Yeah, fuck him. I'm not gonna give him any credit on any level, so I don't care what he looked like.
Yeah.
That's not what I was hoping to hear. I was hoping you'd have a bunch of stories about how he got his ass kicked, and then I was gonna have video. What?
Yeah.
Oh no!
But then
Celebrities don't lose. Celebrities don't lose at WrestleMania.
He got fucked in the end, though.
Yeah, he did get. Yeah, he did get turned on in the end, but I mean that's just sort of a rule. Celebrities, when they come in for Mania, they don't lose. Very rarely does that happen.
I was
that would
just
have been great to see,
disappointed.
though.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
you know, like I expect Johnny Knoxville to win tomorrow.
Dude, that's the thing because I seen that. I forgot that was, but he has to win, right? It's a no holds barred, anything goes match. How do you keep Johnny Knoxville down?
Yeah, and I think that's why they took the Intercontinental title off Sammy. They didn't want to have to make it a championship match because, you know, as much as they like, apparently everybody at WWE has had great things to say. Even Vince McMahon's had great things to say about working with Johnny Knoxville. He's been great, but they don't want him to be the fucking Intercontinental champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. David Arquette all over again.
Yeah, so they had to take that belt off Sammy, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, celebrities, they almost always win. I mean, that's just how it goes. I
mean,
although if I could see like somebody who understands the business enough to be able to be like, yeah, I'll do the job, whatever, it would be Knoxville.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like he would get it. I think a lot of them are like, I'm not losing. That's bullshit. You know?
Yeah.
He'd be like, yeah, whatever. It's been fun. Let's do it. You know, but I'm guessing he'll win because he'll probably have the Jackass crew with him, or you know, some of them or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how many of those fuckers there are, but
yeah, I don't. I mean, that Butterbean thing, he did the Butterbean thing, but that was real. Like, they really fought in a fucking mall. And Johnny Knoxville got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could see him doing that. But, I mean, if you're gonna book that realistically, Johnny Knoxville has to win.
Mm-hmm.
And not even by, like, any type of, like, force or skill. Like, they should just let Sami Zayn beat the shit out of him until he collapses.
Mm.
And Johnny Knoxville rolls over on him. That's how that would go.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
But Sammy's good. It's like Sammy's a good person for him to have a match with too, because he's not, you know, it's not like they're putting him in there with fucking Brock Lesnar. Like it's believable he could beat Sammy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, that's all right. But I like Sammy though. I think he's a good worker, and you know, it should be. I think he can have a good match with anybody. I expect that to be fun.
I don't like Sami Zayn, but then again, I really haven't seen much of him.
His heel work is fantastic.
Yeah, I heard he's a snotty little prick.
Yeah, he's just amazing as a heel. Yeah. And he's not like he's on a conspiracy theory trip. So he's been for a while. I don't think he's still doing it, but for a while he had a documentary crew following him around, filming everything because he was convinced there was a conspiracy against him.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's just funny shit like that. Like he's just funny. And so I don't know. You know, but yeah, I expect him to lose tomorrow. And yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it'll be a good one. I don't know. They cut one of the matches tonight.
Why they do that?
Time. We're running too late.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Which is funny because the first match ended early, apparently, because Boogs got hurt.
No. Oh yeah, that was real, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a New Day match that got cut. I didn't care. Those stupid fucking match. So it's like that's a fucking SmackDown match. Just put that shit on TV and
yeah, that's always been the thing with WrestleMania lately, which is why I almost didn't even watch it. It's like, well, we've either A, seen these matches before, or B, can easily see them any week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's nothing special.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a solid first night. We'll see what happens, what tomorrow looks like.
That's cool.
I don't even know what's on the card for tomorrow other than Sami Zayn and
Brock.
Yeah, fucking Brock and Roman. Oh, yeah, Bobby Lashley and Omos. Like, I don't even know what the fuck to make of that match.
That's a lot of man meat. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of man.
Yeah, like,
But
I don't even know what the fuck that's going to be.
My big thing with WWE is, especially for the main events and big matches, like, you know Ronda is going to lose, and you know Brock is going to lose, because they make it full public fucking knowledge that their contracts are ending.
Yeah.
Like, A, why do you let this information out so easily? And B, why do you fucking do it at WrestleMania? Like, why?
Well, they run into a problem with a fucking being a publicly held company, public traded company.
That's true too. Yeah, but why run contracts through WrestleMania though?
I don't know.
You know, why?
I didn't know. I didn't know Rousey's contract was up. I thought she was going to win tonight.
Yeah, that was bad.
It didn't make sense to me that she would come back, go to the Royal Rumble, win the Royal Rumble, go to Mania just to lose to Charlotte. Like, that to me doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're going to get that contract, keep her through SummerSlam and have her drop the belt back to Charlotte at SummerSlam. You know what I mean? Plus, then you also get that extra reign in there because you know they're trying to get Charlotte up past Rick.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just a fucking, another notch on Charlotte's belt to be the fucking whatever number she's at now.
Yeah.
So that's what I was expecting. Brock, I fully expect to lose.
I know, it's so frustrating though.
Yeah, I think they're still trying to get to The Rock next year at Mania with Roman.
But are they really going to have him hold that belt for a whole nother year? I mean, that's a good thing that they're long term and shit like that. But I don't know, because they don't even do that though. If they're going to do it, that's what they should do it. Instead, they'll have him drop it 4 or 5 times in the middle of it to people like Rick fucking Boogs.
Yeah, or though the thing is, if they come across somebody heats up enough, they could have him drop that belt to them and still do Roman and Rock, and they don't need a title for that match.
The Rock does not, because a title only makes me think that the Rock's going to lose even more, even though he did win that one time against.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine they would put the belt on him, because God only knows when they're going to be able to get him again.
No, they're not, because he's a lot bigger than even he was then.
Yeah,
and he was big then. So, he just like that doesn't need they book themselves into things where it's predictable. And like, yeah, I'm still going to watch because it's The Rock, but I was still like that little bit of what's going to happen in there, crying out loud.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
because that's what Cat watches it for too,
Yeah. It was weird seeing Cody Rhodes on WWE though.
He fucking did his thing though, didn't he?
Yeah, that match was really good.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's it. That's another one I was shocked he won, because usually they'll bring somebody in and reprimand them.
Yeah, that's I think Vince wants to push him, because Vince, again, it's Vince and he's so fucking weird. Because like some people, he'll bring them back and he'll just want to embarrass them, for like leaving the company and stuff. But then sometimes he'll bring people back and he's got respect for them because they went out and did their own thing. And so then he wants to give him a good push. I mean, that's happened a couple times with like Jeff Jarrett and stuff.
Yeah.
But then, and also Cody has the whole baggage of being Dusty's son. And Vince, went after Dusty hard for a long time, put him in fucking polka dots and shit when he came over.
Yeah. Well, yeah. See, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But Dusty got those fucking polka dots over because he was good.
He did, man. Son of a plumber. Son of a plumber. But dude, my fucking back today, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happened. I was fine all night last night, fine all day today. And I was going to take my car in for service, and I was walking to my car, and then bam. Took my breath away. I said, holy crap.
You did something when you was bowling. What happened?
But would it take like a day and a half to
fuck if I know?
I don't know. That's what I thought too. I was like, how the fuck? Like, that's the only thing abnormal I've done But that was like I was completely fine all night and all day, and then all of a sudden, bam! I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah,
that sucks. Getting old sucks.
It does, man. Shit just hurts.
Good
Sometimes
Lord.
shit just happens. You don't even know. I'm thinking about trying to figure out how to bring Joe Bob to my area.
Yeah.
For his presentation, for like his little show, you know, how Redneck Save Hollywood thing. I think I could do it for about $3,000.
What?
But then can I make the money back? That's the question. I don't know.
Whoa, what the fuck are you trying to do?
I'm trying to promote a Joe Bob show.
Why? You don't need it. What are you trying? You don't need promotion.
He doesn't. He doesn't like. He hasn't. He's never been to the area. So I'm like, if I could book him, rent the theater, and then sell the tickets, you know, he'll make some money maybe, or I could lose $3,000. I don't know. But I don't think it would be that expensive. $3,000. You know, I could get a 600-seat theater here in town.
You gotta see how much he does appearances for first.
I know. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know how much he charges.
Let's see. Hold
I
on.
don't know what he charges to come do it.
That would be a pretty cool event, though.
His name is John Bloom, right?
Yeah, but I could get the theater would be about $1,500.
You'd have to rent the theater too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It'd be about $1,500. Plus
I thought you meant people.
No. It's 600.
600 people.
Oh, okay.
I think maybe I don't know. I don't know how many. I don't remember how many of that seats.
There's an email listed here for him, and I mean, I can get you his talent agent's email. Well, the agency, not direct agent. What makes you want to run a Joe Bob show?
Because I want to see the show, and he never come to town. I was like, well, he could. Maybe I could bring him to town.
So you're talking like you would think. Let's just say, argument's sake, it would take $5,000, right?
Yeah, I mean that feels high, but yeah, let's say.
I don't. Is it though? He's on Shudder. Tony Todd. When I was talking to fuck, I forget the kid's name. The guy that you watch Freddy's Dead for no reason for, whatever his name is. He was running like a couple horror things, and he was trying to get Tony Todd, and Tony Todd was like in that neighborhood, like $3,000 for Tony Todd.
Maybe
that's more. Tony Todd though, and not that Joe Bob isn't great,
but that was Tony Todd like 2 years ago, something like 2.5 years. So he wasn't. That was before Candyman, and he was a little less active. Still the shit. Being Tony Todd, but you know, Joe Bob's active. He's the shit right now.
That's true.
You know.
Damn,
bless you.
So
$5,000 plus 1,500 for the thing.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
Yeah. So you'd what? 600. I did something wrong. I did 6,500 times 600. You'd have to charge $11 per ticket. That's it. What?
Hold on. Yeah, I'm not 100% certain on those 600 seats. I think that's what it is.
Either way, I mean, yeah, you charge like, $50, you'd be looking pretty good, I think.
I don't know if anybody's going to pay $50, but yeah, I get people to pay maybe 25 or 30.
I was going to say, I'd pay about 25 or 30 to see Joe Bob.
Yeah.
I think
I know he does, and he also does meet and greets before and after every show, so he can meet everybody, sign autographs and stuff.
Oh, well, in that case, you could even go a little bit higher, I think.
Yeah.
You have like a select package for 50 or maybe even more.
Yeah, sort of depends. I mean, because he charges for his autographs, but he doesn't charge that much. From what I understand, you can get like an autograph and a picture with him for like $10.
$50 by 600 people is $30,000.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you could maybe even get somebody else, like a lesser name, dude, that's not a bad fucking idea you got going right there.
I know, that's what I'm thinking about, but I'm still trying to figure out exactly how many seats this fucker has.
That's the thing. Can you sell out, and how the hell do you promote that? Like, that's a lot of work. The promotion is the problem.
The promotion is going to be the pain. It would be a pain in the ass, but
that's what you'd have to
get
lay
it done.
money for. If you could make 30 grand off this and just have an overhead of like the place and the guy himself and maybe somebody else of like around 10, you drop like five grand on promotion, like, you know, running ads and shit. That'd be a pretty fucking sweet deal, dude. They pay Bloody Disgusting to do a little thing on it or something. Well, don't pay them, fuck them, but you know, somebody like them.
Yeah.
Huh.
Where the fuck? I know there was a goddamn.
Apparently, you can get Tony Todd for about 5 grand.
Like seating chart here somewhere. When I was looking, I looked at it before, and now of course I can't find it.
That'd be a hell of a deal. Jimmy J. That's the dude's name. Jimmy J.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah. Yeah, he's my favorite.
He still runs shit like that. He's doing something with somebody from Friday the 13th or maybe not. Yeah. I don't remember. Some lady.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I mean, yeah, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, I know a guy who does that. I know a guy who does bicycle rides. Like, you pay to be in his bicycle, and that's all he does. He basically does one event a year, and that's his entire. Dude's got more money, and he knows what to do with.
Bicycle rides.
Yeah. Like you pay him to be in his. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's just called like Bike Tahoe or something.
I don't understand what he does. What the fuck? Wait.
He basically he gets a bunch of volunteers to work his bicycle ride, and then he pays the city to block off the roads around Lake Tahoe. And then you pay him a bunch of money to be in his bicycle ride, so you can come up and ride around Lake Tahoe.
Why the fuck would anybody pay to riding a bicycle? Sounds like a punishment.
Yeah, I know, fucking terrible. But dude makes fucking bank on that thing.
Wow.
Is that a thing that because listen, I don't like bikes, but if I just had to ride one around Lake Tahoe once a year, I could probably do that.
He makes a ridiculous amount of like one year when I was there. Because he only has one guy who like really works for him that he pays. Everybody else he gets is volunteers. I don't know how the fuck he does it, but he works the system somehow to where he's got like a charity involved. And so then he gets these fucking volunteers through this charity or something. But there's one dude he pays. And one year as a bonus after the race, he bought the guy a brand new truck.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He makes so much money. And then he goes to, and then he takes a week and goes to some resort in Hawaii every year after the race is over. That's his vacation.
Who the fuck is Ethel from Friday the 13th, A New Beginning?
Ethel? Oh, that fucking, the hillbilly, the mom and the kid.
Oh, that's her chick? Carol. Okay, that's the chick he's having at. But he made it like it was a big deal in the video. Like, I don't even know who she is.
Yeah, no, it's that fucking, the lady with the
everyone's favorite character, Ethel.
Right. Who the fuck is that? But I mean, you know what, man? Like, in all honesty, those horror hound, like the horror hound thing that you went to, like, it's like people can do that, you know, like, but the promotion is done. But you got to have money to lay out for that.
Yeah.
He also has some Lori.
Yeah, but my understanding is most of the people who appear at the thing like Horror Hound. No, I don't think all of them do, but most of them, they have like a contract that has like a downside guarantee. So like you're there selling your autographs and stuff, right?
Right.
And they guarantee that you'll make X amount of dollars. And if you don't, then they'll make up the difference. But otherwise, yeah. So a lot of those people, they're not even paying for, you know what I mean?
Right. I imagine somebody like Kane Hodder you are because, you know.
Shit, dude, his line was long. I was surprised because he does so many conventions and stuff.
Right.
That I really didn't expect him to have much of a line at all. But he had a long line every time we went in there. I was kind of surprised.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it's a slippery slope to get into that shit, man. Because that's what I mean. Like, you need the money to fucking.
Well, no, that's the thing. You take one bad event, you lose your ass.
Yep. And with luck like mine and yours, it'd be that first event.
Yep.
One and done.
Yeah.
And
I know I saw a fucking seating chart for this motherfucker somewhere. Now I can't find it.
That wouldn't be a bad thing to dip your toes in, man. Do it starting out with somebody like Joe. I think $5,000 might be like they really do charge sometimes, especially if they don't really want to do it. They kind of just give you a number they don't think you're gonna pay. Is what I heard, because like Jimmy J was trying to do some shit in Atlantic City and like it didn't work out, but he was talking to me about it and like he said that's what he's been running into. That, you know, the bigger stuff, they'll give a realistic price and work with you because, like you said, they're going to sell autographs to shit anyway. So, you know, they're going to make money on their own, let alone what you'll pay them. But yeah, if it's like an unknown thing, they're going to just see if you'll pay them a ridiculous amount of money to go.
Right.
And some fuckers do. Like he was trying to get Vince Russo because when he was doing his wrestling stuff, he was trying to get Vince Russo to do it, and he was giving him like a really high number. And he was telling me, he said in a very nice way, come on, man, like you're Vince Russo. Like, what are we doing here? So it's funny. Very interesting, though.
Yeah.
Still looking for that seating chart, aren't you?
Yeah, but you'd think it would be easy to find how many fucking seats it has, right?
One would think.
What I do, for some reason, 600 keeps jumping out of my head. But I don't, you know, again, can you sell 600 tickets to see Joe Bob? I don't fucking know.
That's the thing. I'm saying, man, if you could get Joe Bob for a reasonable price, like around, you know, $5,000 or whatever it is, like, you know, you get somebody else a little bit of a lesser name, but a little more like, but still has a little drawing power. Thom Matthews, for instance, you know, somebody like that might be able to sell out that fucker. Especially if you have some meet and greet shit.
Oh, wait, here it is.
We're in big trouble. What?
Total seats 626.
Okay. We're in big trouble if Rob starts getting fucking promotions and billing all these people.
Dude, I thought for a long time about the reason I knew that it was like 600 is because I looked at this one year. I was thinking about starting like a horror film festival.
That'd be awesome.
Because there was a company used to run one here for years. It was really successful, but then I don't know why. I think the guy who owned it sold it, and then the people who took over did a shit job with it. And so then it just, you know, went out of business. But so I was thinking about picking that up, but then, you know, COVID. So
yeah, gotta lay out money for that. That's the only fucking problem with it.
Yeah, but with a film festival, you get sponsors and stuff to help offset the cost.
Yeah. You can even do that with the shit you're trying to do with Joe Bob. If you get another couple names, like, you know, get somebody to pick it up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Even if it's just one, and you can get a couple grand out of them, it'll help. That wouldn't be bad, man. If you can get a decent spot, like if you can get a good structure, just for like, you know, something bigger, if you can get a good structure down and get a sponsor to lay out that money and use that sponsor money for just that. Oh, shit. That wouldn't be bad. I'll be damned.
Yeah. Plus, with film festivals, you can charge people to enter your festival.
Yeah.
You know, to submit their movie, and then like your movie's trash when you're showing it, but they keep their money. That's a good business model.
That's the best business model I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Movie's trash.
Pay the submission fee so I can tell you your movie is trash.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound like a perfect professor for Rob?
It does.
Like, him and Greg would make a killing doing that. They have the greatest movie in the world. They'll both give you a million reasons why it sucks.
But anyone that I know who's ever had anything to do with a film festival, all they'll do is tell you how hard the work is. Like, apparently it's just a bitch.
I would imagine there's rights involved with that stuff too. Somewhere.
Well, not if you get not if you're just showing new movies, you get submitted. You know, that's pretty easy to get around.
Yeah. It's true.
You start trying to show older movies, and I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah.
In that instance, I wouldn't deal with a theater that didn't already have a license to show that shit. You know what I mean?
Or you just be like me and show it anyway.
So then you have to outlay a bunch of money that.
Oh, you want the tale of this fucking puppy, dude. So I'm stuck in the house alone with both these little cocksuckers today, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with a fucked up back. So pretty much my supervision was screaming at them whenever they did something wrong because I couldn't get up to really do much. And I finally peeled myself up off the couch. So much pain, dude. And I went in, I said, I haven't eaten all day. Let me fucking try and put something on the stove to eat. So I struggle. I finally get something on the stove to eat. And I come back in the living room. One of them, now they're both in the living room. We're not to the point where they're like always together because, it can't really be trusted right now. So they're finally together. And I come back in here. One of them pissed all over the couch.
Nice.
Well, and I don't know which one it was. And they're both looking at me. I'm like, fuck. My original dog does not pee in the house. Like, he'll go on the pad, like at night and stuff. He'll go on the pad. But for the most part, he does not pee in the house. But now, like when I yelled, he ran into his crate immediately. So I don't know if it's because I yelled or because or because he peed on the couch. So they both run into the crate. They're both sitting there staring at me. And I can't really reprimand one because I don't know who the fuck did it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in a sticky situation. Now I'm pulling piss off the couch. And as I'm doing it, I'm like, how funny would it be if it was, because I'm sitting there going, I know it was fucking Gizmo because he fucking doesn't stop pissing in the house. But I'm like, how funny would it be? Because my original dog, Jeter, he still doesn't like Gizmo. Like, how funny would it be if he's like set him up? Like how fucking hilarious would that be if he pissed on the couch? It was like, you know what? Here we go. You smacked on the ass. That'd be genius. So yeah, I didn't know I was in a conundrum there.
Yeah, that's a problem.
They just both kept getting yelled at for it while I was cleaning it. I was just so pissed off. They didn't pain clean and piss off a couch. You do have to do. I still do for the life of me do not understand how you don't like Jackass.
Because it's stupid.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah, it's fucking dumb.
I like highbrow stuff like The Lost City starring Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum.
and
Daniel Radcliffe.
And any stupid shark movie you can find, right?
And Sharkula, yeah.
Highbrow.
Yeah.
Did you see the bad CGI shark guy cut his hair? And they were talking about how he should have had a hair dick auction.
No.
A hair dick auction?
Yeah.
What?
You remember Hair Dick,
yeah,
right? From bad CGI sharks.
No, I do not remember Hair Dick.
No,
we've got to watch bad CGI sharks again.
No.
That movie's good.
Do not need to do that ever. I'm good. Seen it once.
He's sitting next to the homeless guy, and he turns over and he's like, "Nice hair, Dick." It was amazing. Peak script writing.
Is that what we're gonna call it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember Hair Dick. I think I just kind of pushed that movie out of my brain entirely.
Oh man, you're missing out.
On what?
Hair Dick.
Yeah, I guess.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.